Hi, friends. I'm Leah Fireheart. This is the Fire Kitchen. Today, we have an exciting stream because we're making Funfetti cookies, which are my favorite, and my favorite turkey burgers, and some potatoes that when I read the recipe to him, Grog's eyes did the heart eye emoji thing. So hopefully they're good because he was real excited. Um, Welcome to here. Uh Sorry for running a little late. Life is life. Life is life. Why is my camera so zoomed out? Like it's a little weird. Isn't it weird? It's a little weird. Whatever, it's fine. I'll look at it later. Um Let me scroll up and say hello to friend Nose. Give me a second. All right, well actually, let me just do this. Let me open it on my laptop so that I'm not touching OBS. Because if you touch OBS wrong, oh my god, my laptop is unmuted. Everything is chaos. That's not what I want. That's the wrong page entirely. My bitrate is taking a crap for no reason. What on earth is going on here? Okay. Hi. Hello. Hi. We're fine. I'm fine. This is fine. We're fine. Okay. So, first of all, hello. Hi. Hello to Brigitte. Thank you for testing my bot for me. I appreciate it. Some random geek. Hello. Congratulations on arriving first. Quite the accomplishment. Dirtle is firster. Hello, Dirtle. Good to see you. Kara says I could totally heck with some sprinkle covered desserts right about now. Kara, will you be my girlfriend? I love the way you put things. I want to heck with some sprinkle covered desserts too. I'm down. All right. Okay. Let me scroll. Hey, Grog, can you come here for just a second when you're in? Opting out is 15th because bots are people too. Hello. Hi. My mom. Hi, Mom. How are you? Good to see you. Gorecki. Hi. Hello. Brigitte's dancing like an octopus. Opting out says perhaps that's interpretive bossa nova. Did I get that zipped all the way up?
You did.
Amazing. Okay. Stop! I hate you. Yes, that is my husband. Say hello to husband. Hi, Grog. How are you? Abby, hi. Wait, hold on a second. Gorecki says, are you really?
What kind of dog is he?
He's French. With
Abby, hello, fellow space travelers. Also, love the dress, Leah. Also, invite where for turkey burgers. Abby, our door is literally open. Well, I mean, it's not literally open. It's cold outside. Well, it's actually not that cold outside, but you know what I mean. Abby, if you knock on my door, we will have dinner for you. And if we don't have dinner for you, what the heck? And if we don't have dinner for you, I will figure it out and we will make some. 1 second. I like breathed wrong. How do you like breathe wrong and start to choke? And Nabadaz, hello, hi bearded guy, hi Doge. Yes, there's a Doge. There's kind of a Doge. The Doge is going out for a walk. Some random geeks stream is fine on my end. Thank goodness. Okay, good. Abby doesn't want to be stuck with a lime yellow crayon. Lime yellow is amazing. Wait, Abby's got to go for food pickup soon. Okay. Teleports Abby to a production line in hand turkey drawings dressed as the worst color Crayola crayon. Lime yellow, lime green is really good. Oops. Sorry, Abby. You're going to artist hell. Abby will be here in 6 hours. Lassie, hello, hi. Abby says, wait, if you don't have dinner for me, seems like the universe will curse you with a cough. I guess so. Pies, hi. Swing by and pick up pies on the way. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And actually, I think y'all can both eat these, which is terrific. Go us. Brigitte is giving me heck, which is not unusual. Okay, I am caught up. Hi. Hello, hi. So first of all, I don't, this is a little weird. It's a little weird to talk about this. Should I talk about this? I don't know if I should talk about this. Okay, so basically I've been subsisting on cookies and pizza for like 3 days. Because that's what I wanted, and that's, why not, right? I'm an adult, and if I want cookies and pizza, I can subsist on cookies and pizza. But what's weird is that this dress is like a lot looser than the last time I wore it, and it's been washed since then. So I'm like, what the hell did I do? Like, how did I lose, like a solid like inch and a half in my waist? Like, what the hell? It's very strange. It doesn't look weird, does it? It just feels really weird. Like if I twirl, like I can feel it like shifting like here on my rib cage, where it really shouldn't be shifting. Let's see. Okay, Abby's going away. Bye, Abby. Enjoy your food. I hope it's good. Some random geek is of course at work, so we'll be in and out of chat. Brigitte, if you aren't like disappearing with Abby to get food, can you give me a shout out for some random geek? I want to say something about that. Durdles is living that sweet adult life. Yes, it's definitely 100%. Lassie I'm stuck the school basketball court because a kid has not been picked up. What? You're probably not allowed to drive them home anymore, are you either? That would occasionally happen when I was a kid. We would end up like driving somebody home because their parent didn't show up. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Pies look super cute. If it feels too shifty, you can always throw on an accent belt. Oh, that's true. I even have that cute navy blue one that I bought in New Orleans to go with that other dress. That would be cute with this. I should do that. Mom says it looks fine. You love it. Okay, good. I'm glad it looks okay. Okay, right. So, I was in some random geeks stream the other day when they were playing Stardew Valley. And you guys know I love Stardew Valley, and so we weren't talking about the game like practically at all. We were talking about like everything but. We talked about Fortnite. We talked about we talked about whether prophets are evil. That was an interesting conversation. We talked about. There was a philosopher quoted. Oh, Marx was quoted, but there was another philosopher quoted. It was a very interesting conversation. And once again, I do not know how some random geek does it. Like, continues to like follow the game and play the game and like read out dialogue and stuff and have deep philosophical conversations about the nature of capitalism. I love it so much. I love hanging out there. And it's a lot of other like-minded people, and so that's fun for me too. We get to meet like cool folks who like Fortnite and hate capitalism. It's awesome. So drop them a follow if you're so inclined. Durdle says, is that like a belt that makes you speak with a French inflection? Nothing makes me speak with a French inflection. I'm sorry, Durdle. Lassie says, not without permission from the parents, and they're not picking up their phone. Not very helpful. Brigitte says, sacre belt. Of course you do. I'm scared to push the pun button because I don't want to make chat scroll any faster. Pi says, in the US, it's vaguely Southern. Accent belts encourage the use of the word y'all. I use y'all a lot. What I don't use is all y'all. I feel like all y'all is like a hallmark of a Texan, right? Or at least Southern, right? At the very least Southern. In my head, it's Texan, but it might not be. It may be more pan-regional. I'm not sure. Durdle! Stop it! Brigitte says, Leah, you can totally talk about Marx while cooking duck soup. I definitely, literally, the only thing I know about Groucho Marx is Groucho Marx's name. And I'm guessing that he was in duck soup. Is Groucho Marx? Because wasn't there more than one Marx? Harpo and Beppo, or I don't know. And you guys are not making me watch duck soup. I'm not watching that this weekend. I'm sorry. Opting out says, is the prophet's goodness / evilness necessarily connected to what they are prophesizing? Good luck with that. Turtle says, quick, make chat flow really, really fast. And by flow, I mean, of course, scroll. It needs to go faster than that. It's going to have to go faster than that to trip me up, Turtle. Lassie says you don't need to say all y'all. Y'all alone is everyone. I'm going to need a Southerner's perspective on this. But don't out yourself if you are Southern. I don't want to know. Groucho, Harpo, Zippo, and Full. You mean like full marks? I hate you. Pi says solid point, Leah. Y'all is just a second person plural. Everybody needs that sometimes. All y'all is definitely Southern. You see, spoken like a true New Yorker. Mom says, of course my mother knows. Harpo, Groucho, Chico, and Gummo. Really? Was that their real names? Lassie says all y'all is redundant, and I'm sure that Lassie is not a Southerner by that statement. Turtle says I was born in South America, which probably makes me one of the most Southerns in chat. Okay. You know I'm talking about the Southern U.S. No, I didn't specify, but that's what I meant. Turtle. But I have no opinion on y'all. Of course you don't. Wait, is there a second person plural in German or Swiss German or Spanish or any of the other half dozen languages with which you have some familiarity? Brigitte says, y'all, as I understand it, a small plural, even a singular, where all y'all is plural / larger plural. Leave it to Brigitte to actually articulate it. Yes, Kara says, Dirtle Leah is asking for a Southerner, not a Southernest. A Southern nest. That would be like the Carolina Wrens that are currently waking me up because all of them have come north, even though it's only February. Dirtle's gonna go get water. Dirtle is not having any of this anymore. Opting out says, I find Mark's quip of I refuse to join any club that would have me to be useful in cautioning people as to the dangers of class reductionism and Marxist theory. I'm really, really sad that some random geek is lurking right now. Kara, okay. Lassie, no insulting people. That's rude. Kara says, y'all is plural, your is singular. Mom says Gummo wasn't part of the vaudeville act for very long. The movies were mostly Harpo, Groucho, and Chico. Zeppo only for a couple. How do you know so much about the Marx Brothers, or did you just Google it? Kara says, what you're doing versus what are y'all doing? Where is that from? Wait, you're in the South too. Maybe you're not from there originally. Or maybe we're getting true insights into Southern plurals. I don't know enough about parts of speech while I'm streaming. Like if I were to actually sit down and think about it and figure it out, I'd do fine. But like trying to like keep track of all my stuff, I can't figure this out. Kara was born and raised in Atlanta. All right, okay. So true, born and bred, dyed in the wool. Southerner. I don't know why we say dyed in the wool. As far as I know, Kara's not a sheep. Mom says, oh my god, your father was obsessed with Groucho for years. Their real names were Leonard, Adolf, Julius, Milton, and Herbert. How do you, okay, so all right, so if dad was obsessed, how do you know? You don't obsess over all of his interests. Lassie says it's not my fault, it's in the dictionary and literally pointless to have it all in there. Hey, I don't use it. That was my point. But other people do, and it's fine. Yes, right. Now I'll push your pun button. Full marks. Ha ha. Good job, Brigitte. Peripheral learning, that's fair. Oh, Dirtle says, didn't that city sink in a great flood? And Kara says, nice joke, but still kind of weak. Brutal. Y'all are brutal today. You're so brutal. Okay, Kara says repost. You can use ya instead of your if and that floats your boat. This sounds ridiculous in my California accent. This sounds ridiculous. Like all of this just sounds comical. It sounds like I'm making fun of it and I'm not. I'm just reading it. Okay. But before we go any further, I'm going to stop looking at chat for a minute because there's a couple of things we have to talk about this week. Important things that are happening. First of all, I do actually need to start cooking in a few minutes. Why don't we say by 4:45? Because I have 3 things I want to do today. I want to make Funfetti cookies with all the sprinkles in the house. All of the sprinkles in the house are in that box, by the way. They would fit probably at least 2 pairs of women's shoes, okay? So that's like a lot of sprinkles. Point number 2. Tomorrow, I'm very, very busy this week, you guys. Just very, very busy. It's just the way that this is. So Wednesday, I will be in Discord at 10 a.m. Eastern time working on details for a thing that's happening Saturday that I'll talk about in a minute because I don't want to talk about that now because I'll talk about it at the end. But first of all, tomorrow we're having a little co-questing, co-working, co-resting, whatever you want to do is totally fine. But we're going to be in Discord in the Let's Chat VC for 2 hours and then I have to take Chester to the vet. He's fine. He just needs a checkup. Thursday at 10:30 Eastern, it is Lassie's Set the Menu Redemption. So we're going to be making Mongolian beef and I ordered a wok. I decided after all of this time that it would actually be really nice to have something large to cook in, larger than a basic frying pan. And so I decided that for the occasion of Lassie's Set the Menu Redeem, I ordered one. So we'll play with that for the first time. I used Chef John Leung's Discord to get information on that. So we'll talk about the wok on Thursday. Friday, we play more Hades. That'll be fun. Saturday, though. Saturday is MSV Con 2024. The theme is Stories Await You. It starts at... I think it's actually 10 a.m. Eastern. I think it's 9 a.m.
I'll
Pacific.
have what she's having.
Admittedly might be a bit cranky at the moment because these parents being 36 mins late and a joke. Why don't eggs tell jokes? They'd crack each other up.
Lassie, thank you for the bits. and I'm pushing the pun button because cracking each other up is a pun. Is there info in Discord? There's also a command. There's also a command for this. That gives you a little bit more information. Okay, I'm gonna have to scroll up in a second, but first of all, I have to finish talking. So the entire con is gonna run 10 a.m. until I think it's like 8 p.m. is the last time Eastern. Everybody has an hour and a half for their presentations. I'm going to be starting my stream at 1:45 Eastern. We're going to get a raid in at 2:30 from, I think it's from Tipsy Tiger, from somebody we know. So that's exciting. And then at 4 o'clock, that will be all finished and I can send you all off on your merry way to the next person. So that's a little raid train. There's also programming in Discord. All of that stuff is listed on the website that is linked there in that thing. The thing that I'm pointing at that you can't see that I'm pointing at because it's there on my screen and not there on like the camera, which is not helpful. And so right. So I am doing my presentation on how skipping cutscenes in Stardew Valley led to actual friendships. So that is going to be what we talk about on on Saturday. Y'all guys will get to tour my fully decorated 100% perfection Stardew Valley stream farm, the one that I actually did on stream. I spent a dozen hours or so after I stopped streaming Stardew and decorated the whole thing. It's great. And so I want to show it off, and you guys can see what it looks like, and we'll talk about Stardew and Twitch and people. We may do a movie night that night. It just kind of depends on like honestly, I'll tell you what it depends on. I mean, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. Okay. You guys are fine. Like, you, my regular people, are great. You guys are not new people. and for believe it or not, little introvert Leah, new people can be exhausting. And so what may happen after stream on Saturday is I may take a heckin' crash and fall on my face. And so I might not be awake at the time that we normally do movie night in Discord on Saturdays. So we may do that, we may not. If I ping everybody and say we're watching a movie, then I'll ping everybody and say we're watching a movie. Other than that, I don't know. Okay, so let me scroll up and make sure that I didn't miss anything. I know I did. I know I did miss a lot of things. Okay, see, this is why I don't touch OBS. Now it wants me to like copy things. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna use my laptop like a smart person. Okay. Turtle says, jokes on you, Kara. Weak jokes are my strength. Pi says it might be sacrilege to say it, but Leah, that looks like maybe too many sprinkles. That's why it's one of my quests for 2024 to use up sprinkles. So that's what we're trying to do today. Well, part of what we're trying to do today. Also because I asked Grog what kind of cookies he wanted, and he said Funfetti, so that's what we're making. Kara says no such thing as too many sprinkles. See, this is why Kara's my girlfriend. Dirtle says, so you... No! Dirtle! And Pi's just gonna hang out over there and think about what you did. Yeah, do that, because sprinkles are the best. Pi says today's pie is basic. Apple cinnamon with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Heck yeah, that sounds delicious. Excellent yolk, Lassie. That's 2 puns in one, but I'm only gonna push the pun button once. Lassie says, good. You don't need a wok, of course, but things like stir fry are better if you get the good wok. Yeah, right? Yeah. So I'm really excited about this. And I've been wanting one for a while, and so I just thought, let's just go ahead and get it. New people are not the enemy. I did not say that new people are the enemy. I said that new people can be exhausting. Opting out says we're not new. Are you calling us old? Yes. But I'm right there with you, so it's okay. Brigitte says, woo, I'm not exhausting. I wouldn't go that far. All right. 3 minutes early. All right. Three whole minutes early. Okay. I have to go get the recipes off the printer. I'll be right back. Actually, as it turns out, I had to go get the recipes off the floor, but that's fine. Oh, and if you guys weren't here, wait, hang on. If you guys weren't here on Friday, although I think actually most of you were, we unmolded the Venus de Milo. So we have here a gummy Venus de Milo. Her head's a little more tilted than perhaps the actual statue. But other than that, it's pretty darn good looking, right? Like, that's pretty good. But says new people are great in moderation, small doses at first. Yeah, so it all just depends on how overwhelming this raid train gets. We'll just see. Dirtle says, why do the French only use one egg when making omelets? because one egg is enough. Now Dirtle's making puns in French. Dirtle, do you even speak fluent French? Mom loves the diorama. It's not necessarily a diorama. It's that the mold is propping her up so she doesn't fall over. She is, after all, not made of marble. She is made of gummy candy. Opting out, so she's tilting her head at a coquettish angle. She's actually kind of tilting her head at an I have a broken neck angle, unfortunately, but it's fine because we're just gonna bite her head off at some point anyway. Lassie says Brigo is classic entertainment, not exhausting. I have no comment. I'm gonna plead the fifth. Pi says Dirtle speaks fluent everything. Dirtle and Brig have the whole world covered. I mean, okay, so just because Brigitte learned Romanian in a weekend doesn't mean that Brigitte knows every language there is. But yes, you're right. Between Dirtle and Brigitte, they're close. Okay, so let me go ahead and stick. Oh, I still have a recipe up here. Usually when Grog gets home, he pulls the recipe off the thing, but he didn't do that, which is fine. That's not his job. It's just that he usually does, and then I recycled them. I think I might keep that one though, because I think we might do more gummy candy again very soon. Not the least because Grog took the rest of it to work with him. All the gummy bears and gummy hearts and stuff. I haven't yet heard how they liked them, but they looked pretty good and they tasted pretty good. And so I think you'd have to kind of not like gummy candy to not like them. So why would anybody who didn't like gummy candy eat them? Brigitte did not learn Romanian in a weekend. Lies. Yes, you did. Opting out says, does Brigitte also know Times New Romanian? No, that's a font. Well, it's not a font, but it's a pun about a font. Wait, it's a pun. I have to push the button. Dirtle says not fluently, no. I can ask for directions and place my order at a restaurant, but I understand it a lot better than I speak it. Hey, me too. Brigitte says, although incidentally, I do know someone who taught themselves Romanian in a weekend. Yes, wasn't it you? Was it not Romanian? No, or Lithuanian? I'm confused. I have my Eastern European languages mixed up, but I know it was one of them. Mom says I'm still impressed with Brigitte and Dirtle, not just their language ability either. Yes, me too. Dirtle is more of a fan of Hungarial. Oh my God, we're doing language and font puns, both. I'm surrounded by people who are entirely too clever for me. Okay. All right. Okay, bye, Lassie, bye. I'm glad the parents showed up and that you get to leave. See you soon. I have to say, yeah, Dirtle, you and Brigitte are pretty darn clever and pretty darn funny, and I like having you both around. In fact, there are a lot of people here that I like having around a lot. In fact, actually, I like all of you. I like having all of you around a lot for various different reasons. But yes, Brigitte and Dirtle have quite the duo comedy act going. Kind of transcends my chat. So Pi says 1,292 puns, at least half Brig, and Leah has groaned for every last one. I basically have, yes. I basically have. I have a very predictable reaction to puns. Okay, I put the recipe up here. We're going to get 3/4 of a cup of unsalted butter. Actually, we're going to push the button. We pushed the button 3 minutes late, but we got the recipe up 3 minutes early, so it cancels itself out. Okay, so this is half a cup, and this is 3 tablespoons. I need an additional tablespoon. I need an additional tablespoon. I don't know what a tablespoon is, but I need one. It sounds like something that would be attached to a platypus. You know, Brigitte, you should have asked me to draw a platypus instead of a hedgehog. Like, I could actually draw a hedgehog. If you told me to draw a platypus from memory, I have no idea what that would look like. Some random geek knows what a tailspin is. Wait, yeah, me too. Wait, life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, airplanes. It's a duck world. Da 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 mystery and rewrite history. DuckTales. Woo! That's the same era, but it's not the right song. Car says a duck blur. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Car says, speaking of why you like me, what kind of building has the most stories? A library. At least it's not a pun. Pie says Brig and Turtle are the human incarnations of the improv principle of yes and. At any moment, either one can start something and the other will happily escalate. Either one alone is fun, but together throws me right back to 1983. It's an excellent callback, Pies. She says, you want to do Tuesday art with Leah again? I do. It should be Monday art with Leah though. Mondays we're not doing anything. I don't like right now. Tuesdays I stream, Wednesdays I do CoQuest, Thursdays I stream, Fridays I stream, Saturday you're gonna be streaming, so you have to do it like Sunday or Monday. Sunday I do announcements, but like I had the streaming thing is turning into a full-time job. Yes, might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales. Woo! Sorry. Car says I'm appreciative of your joke. Leah, you don't again exactly know those lyrics cover to cover. No! It's been like something like freaking 35 years. How do you expect me to remember every single word? Just like sometimes some crimes are slipping through the crack. Wait, what? Okay, I'm guessing that's more of the lyrics and that some random geek remembers them better than I do. Hi says these two gumshoes are picking up the slack. Oh my god. Sunday, Monday. Yeah, wait, that one I know. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. But Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day. Cruising all week with you. Hey, I know more than I thought. Grogsus walks into chat like Mrs. Tweety. Where are the bots, Mr. Tweety? Snaps glove. Oh yes, we watched Chicken Run. Okay, wait, hold on a second. There's a poll in the chat. Okay, the poll in the chat is, do you want to see Monday art with Leah back? Yes, no, or huh? All right, so we were doing this thing in Discord for a while where Brigitte would send me a prompt and I would have to try to draw it with no reference pictures or anything. I would just have to like do it from memory. This is a result of the time. Was I playing Stardew? What was I playing? For whatever reason, I decided I needed to draw a bat. So I tried to draw a bat, and I was like, the bat had like little arms, had like little T-Rex arms, and everybody was like, Leah, bats don't have little arms. They do have little legs. What the hell? In fact, give me a second. Sorry, y'all. It's like a total coughing fit for some reason. What the hell? No, I had like a whole glass of water though. I just refilled it. I don't know. All right. Cara says, Leah, maybe you should book it to a computer to do a little research, a little lyric research. I have 2 computers and a phone right in front of me. I can look them up anywhere. It's more fun to try to do it from memory. Some random geek says Chicken Run is a good movie. It was a good movie. Dirtle is disappointed at the lack of the draw-off option in that poll. Oh, right. Draw-off. Yeah, unfortunately, that's kind of fallen by the wayside. Dirtle says, oh, wait, okay. Take a sip of water, Leah. No, okay, I read that part. Dirtle says bats do have little arms with little hands attached and huge fingers and membranes between those fingers so that they can fly. Yes, but they don't come out of their bellies like this. I don't know what this is. This is more like a sea anemone or something than a bat, but like this is a bat, right? And it has like little bat wings like that and then little kicky bat feet, right? Yeah, like little so little T-Rex arms. Rawr. Or an alien, I don't know. Karis is waiting to see if someone will catch on to the theme, or will I have to turn the page on my inside to jokes? I am totally lost. I told you, you guys are way too clever for me. All right, I have 3/4 of a cup of butter. I'm going to put it on a plate. Yeah, I'm going to put it on a plate, and we're going to put it in the microwave to soften. Inside to me jokes. Hey, you're totally fine. If you repeat it enough times in enough different ways, someone will get it, but it probably will not be me. Rashida's demonstration is perfect in its encapsulation of why Monday art with Leah is hilarious. I did draw a credible what was it? A hedgehog with an apple? I think it was supposed to be a hedgehog with an apple or something. Some kind of fruit, as I recall. And I did manage that one, but sometimes they're hilariously badder than that. Cara says, clever. You wear your intelligence for everyone to see. Oh, yes, I'm covered in books. That's true. Ninja says, I saw Funfetti and I had to drop by. We are making Funfetti cookies. Look at all these sprinkles. There's so many. I don't know which ones we're going to use yet. We'll figure it out in a minute. But right now I'm softening butter. How are you, Ninja? It's good to see you. Gar's giving me extra sparkly sprinkles. So you guys, I actually, Brigitte introduced me to this YouTuber. Her name is, I think, Mina Lee. I think that's right. And last night I was watching a video essay. She does like video essays on YouTube. I was watching one on like, it was kind of like books as a fashion accessory. Kind of like, I remember what she called it. She called it the hot girlification of reading. It was really good. It was really good. She's really smart. And she has really interesting ideas about things. So that's what I was watching yesterday. Okay. Preheat the oven to 350. I should have just left it on. I heated up my pizza in there earlier. Baking sheet with parchment paper. We probably need more than one. Let's start with 3. All right. Parchment paper. Amazing. And it just says it's been a lay in bed all day kind of day and been going in and out of nap streams and dissociation.
He's French. With
but in good spirits. Good spirits sounds great. So you're doing great. And I'm glad to hear that. Um, Turtle says video essays on YouTube. Who would do such a thing? Everybody knows the way. Shorts is the way to go. Dirtle, do you have a YouTube channel where you make video essays? Because I would watch video essays by Dirtle. I'm just saying. Brigitte says Mina's a good essayist. I've pinned that latest one about books for later. Yeah, it was good. It was interesting. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did watch a lot of it. And it was really, really good. Yablunia. Hello. Hi, welcome to here. I'm trying to look to see what that is. It's a tiny helmet. All right. Car says I could use good spirits, not whiskey, but something light and fruity would be nice. Ooh. Well, grog with grog is turned on. We can make grog make a cocktail. Ninja says, wait, someone is doing something and they have the same name as me? Sign me up. Wait, what? Really? Mina? Opting out says there's a meme of a quote that I wish I could find / attribute that is counter to this contempt people have for those who buy books when they haven't read all the ones they have already. It compares books to medicine and suggests that you don't know what book you need until you need it, and then it's good to have a variety on hand. Turtle says, oh man, now I need to start a video essay channel. Sign me up. I will pay for that. You should do it. I think you should do it. Because you have so much free time. You have nothing else on your plate. There's nothing else to do. What else would you possibly be doing except starting a YouTube channel? Grog says they feel the same way about RPG monster manuals. Yeah, but you're wrong. And opting out is the thing. Okay, so stand mixer, whisk attachment, beat the butter and sugar together. We can do this. We can definitely do this. We can do this, and we still have, holy heck, 14 whole minutes before our ad break. Look at me go! Look at me being a professional person who cooks on the internet, whatever that is. Okay. Yeah, I don't have that issue with people buying books. I don't even have that issue with people buying books as fashion accessories. I don't care. Buy a book. Buying books means that there's lots of books for the rest of us. So I'm cool with that. That works for me. All right. 1.5 cups of white sugar. I mean, I think, buying books and reading books would probably be a good thing, but as somebody who has a lot of books I haven't read, I'm okay with people doing it the other way too. Okay. Actually, while I have this open, I have a couple more bags of sugar that we bought. So let me dump those in here while I have it open, because I need to regain just a little bit of space in my kitchen. One of the things, in addition to making Mongolian beef, that we might do on Thursday is we might go through the pantry cabinet, because I have to reorganize it. We had a really good system of organization going, but the last time we redid it was like about 2 years ago. And so things get, slowly out of place. And I think it's actually amazing that we maintained it as long as we did, but it needs to be redone. So maybe I'll do that Thursday. Because I don't know, I don't think the Mongolian beef is going to take very long. And the only other thing we're doing is like making rice. So it should be fine. Okay. 1.5 cups of sugar. Beat the butter and sugar together until light and fluffy, about 3 minutes. Okay, cool. Hold on a second. Okay. Oh, Grog wants me to roll for an encounter. No. Some Random Geek says, I have over 1,000 video games I haven't played yet. Granted, I don't buy a lot of new games as I used to. Ninja says, that's me with games. and some Random Geek got a 16. That's pretty good. Professional internet cooker. I professionally cook the internet. Exactly. That's what I do. Opting out says, I keep giving away books. I think I've bought 5 copies of the same one now, and I need to get another because I gave away my last one. You just need to buy them in bulk, I guess. Ninja says, I love my little library despite the books that I've actually read are from when I was a teen. Pie says, please, Grog, Leah professionally bakes the internet. Ninja, don't hide your Vampire Diaries collection. You're allowed to read whatever you want. Pie's had that too. Still haven't watched a TV show. I haven't watched a TV show either. Actually, I haven't read it either. But I have no issues with anyone who wants to. Turtle says, when I want to read a book, the content is all that matters. When I want to own a book, the book as an object becomes very important. Opting out says, no monster manuals here, I'm afraid. I mean, there may be a copy of D&D 2nd edition around here somewhere. If I ever find it, I'll set it aside and you can pick it up when you're next in Canada. Just as I may have watched both that and the 2 spin-offs. Grog says, interestingly, 2nd edition is one of the only D&D versions I haven't played. I played 2nd edition. That was what I started with. I probably shouldn't admit that. Ninja says, what would the internet taste like? Chaos? What does chaos taste like? Actually, chaos probably tastes like this. Turtle says that will depend on which corner of the internet you bite off, wouldn't it? Like, some corners will be very sweet, and some will be more salty, and some will taste like poop. Oops. I probably shouldn't have said that either. It just isn't some will be burnt to a crisp. Yes. And some should be burnt to a crisp. Brigitte says chaos tastes like Pop Rocks with an aftertaste of beef custard. What the hell is beef custard? Is that some accursed thing from your land? Pie says, I'm guessing the internet would be like the world's wildest Bean Boozled game. Agreed. That 100% encapsulates the internet. All right. 1 large egg and a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Okay. 1 large egg. Supposed to be room temperature, but it isn't. So, whatever. And then a tablespoon of vanilla, which is here. Ninja says beef custard. Let me just say hello to my dinner again. Yeah. Don't be gross, Brigitte. I mean, there's no reason you couldn't make custard with beef stock, right? Like, you could totally do that. Why wouldn't you be able to do that? You could totally do that. I mean, why wouldn't you do that? There's lots of reasons why you wouldn't do that. But, I mean, like, you could. Like, functionally, it would work. Hi, Mini Des. Good to see you. Ninja says, now I have to make vanilla custard and eat that to erase everything. Good. I agree. Custard is delicious. The only custard that I've made lately is with coconut milk. Which is why I would guess that it would work just as well with almost any liquid. All right. That is all nice and fluffy. Flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Okay. I'm going to put this all in a bowl. And we'll go from there. 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Turtle says custard. Isn't he the gentleman that died at that battle with those Ingens? Oh my god. No! That's oh no. I think we need to do some remedial US history with Dirtle. Dirtle speaks 17 languages, but struggles with basic history. Things Leah immediately regrets reading out loud. Yes. Not our finest hour. Of course, what is our finest hour as colonizers? All right. I also have more flour here that I'm going to put in here just to start consolidating some of the mess. All right. And just this is define basic history. I mean, things that American children learn wrong. All right, half a teaspoon of salt, and then easily half a teaspoon of baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Excellent. Baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Baking powder, baking soda, and there's the salt. Nice. Half a teaspoon of salt seems like a lot. So I'm going to use kosher salt. I'm not going to use the sea salt. Baking powder, baking soda. Oops. Heck. Baking powder all over my dress. And kosher salt in this case. Brigitte says, I can't believe he was immortalized in that murder mystery board game too. That was Colonel Mustard. Clue is a very good movie, by the way. But I've seen that one. And you guys know that because one of my alerts is from it.
They got the mustard.
Not that one. Tim Curry was amazing in that, yes. Ninja says, okay, I'm back to chill, but who knows, maybe I will return from the shadows. It's always really good to see you, Ninja. Thanks for popping in and saying hey. Tim Curry's classic, flames on the side of my face, heaving. Never mind. Well, we're not going to do the whole thing. Clue is probably one of about 5 movies that I know word for word and can quote along with the movie all the way through. I could probably recite the whole thing from memory. Don't make me do that. Yeah, just checking. Everything all right? Yep, 2 corpses. Everything's fine. Yes, can I interest you in fruit or desserts? Yes, that's the one. Dirtle says what's fun about U.S. history for me is that I know the basics pretty well, but then there will be those specific incidents that for one reason or another have been mythified, and I have no idea what they are, why they are important or controversial. Like Custer. Some random geek says I know all the words of Clue, Holy Grail, and Princess Bride. Princess Bride's the other one. I am not a huge Monty Python fan. Dirtle says basically if it downplays non-white people, it's not good. That is agreed. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so we actually have an ad incoming. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this pour the flour into the bowl here, and we're gonna make that mix itself while crap, I spilled some. We're gonna make that mix itself while we do our ad, I think. Dirtle says, why do people keep bringing up the Alamo? What happened at the OK Corral? What was the Donner Party? I don't know, and I don't know why I should care. Actually, none of those things are particularly important. You're okay if you want to forget them. All right, cool. So this is, oh, you guys can't see any of that. You guys are supposed to yell at me when you can't see the thing. All right. Brigitte says, that's made me realize, remember the Alamo is the first raising awareness social campaign, except that the way that they remember the Alamo isn't, anyway, whatever.
Hot behind.
Yeah. There's an ad break. Thank you. Okay. Hold on a second. Right. So, we are going to have 3 minutes of ads. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to go, I don't know, hug Grog because he just got home from work. Those of you who are subscribed will see something. Those of you who are not subscribed may see some ads. But we will be back in 3 minutes either way. So I'll see you then. Be fine, but like I kind of want to like get in there and bake and do the soup, and I want to make sure I get through everything. So normally I would be like, I'm going to tell you everything that's happened in the last however long of my life. But we're not going to do that today. Today, we are going to read this book. So I'll give you a second to grab a drink, perhaps like an egg wash on something like this. I'm actually not going to do that today, because I'm running a little bit behind and I don't want to keep folks too much past when I said I was going to stop streaming. Everybody, you know, you have other places to go tonight, things to do, foods to eat, I don't know, stuff. Stab. You're right, that's very satisfying. Okay, so, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and, behave harder. I especially like white chocolate, like in things. It's kind of just like extra sugary creaminess that's hard for me to object to. Byron, you are not putting canned whipped cream on anything. I started to say anything of mine. I backed myself into a corner here. We're not talking. This sounds ridiculous if you've never seen it. Actually, if you have seen it, it's fairly ridiculous. But it's like, imagine the Cars movie and they're playing soccer and hitting the soccer ball with their side in their nose, and there's boosters and thrusters, and anyway. It's a very serious game. There are very serious players of Rocket League, but it is literally soccer with cars. And so now they've taken the cars from Rocket League. After this day, I'm going to refill this and make myself some lunch. Okay. Okay, let's just put these starfruit seeds here because these are now out of season. I don't think so. The problem is that, like, so I did actually go through and cull a bunch of stuff, right? So 102. Yikes. I think it was even hotter in London than it was like in the rest of the country too. Oh. Nope, we're back in hype train mode. Stop. We'll just keep clicking the thing. Faces. Oh, Grog says we had a, because this is for all you Ugg boot wearing, pumpkin spice latte drinking, Stanley tumbler in 10 colors having basic bees. Okay, it's got 4 ingredients and one of them is optional. So everybody was kind of making jokes last time about how I constantly say that I'm like, oh look, I'm sticky. Well, guess what? Look, I'm sticky. All right, I'm gonna set this aside. Because I forgot to preheat the oven. Because that's how we are today. Oh shit. Look! It didn't budge! It didn't even budge! I was like thinking it was gonna be all over the floor. It didn't budge! I literally dropped the whole thing upside down and the batter didn't fall out. Oh my goodness! Amazing. The prophecy of savings. All right, there's town. So I saw that one come up and I was like, okay, I'm like, all right, time to go back to stream. And then I was like, I saw that one come up and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to let that one run and then we'll go back to the stream. There you go, Dirtle. I told you it hadn't disappeared. I told you it would be back. Just maybe not every single time we use clips for a break. Okay, so I did do a thing while I was on break briefly, because you guys can't really see this thing anymore because the chat is in the way. So what I did was I pulled out some sprinkles, including these round ones. So these round ones, look, it's an empty sprinkle bag. This is 2024 success. Infinite success. Hi, Arcadia. How are you? It's good to see you. I am success. All right. You guys have no idea what I'm doing. It's fine. There are people here who maybe will have some idea what I'm doing. I don't know. But the empty bag of sprinkles. I rock. Okay. Now here's some pink ones. What are you going to fill the bag with now? I'm not going to fill anything. I'm not going to fill the bag with anything. I'm going to put pink sprinkles in on top of these round sprinkles. Like that. Oops. This is why I'm doing this over a bowl because I spilled them. And I don't think I need the white sprinkles, which is great because I'm not sure how that would work anyway. Oopsie. Whoopsie daisies. Whoopsie doodles. Did you know that Whoopsie Doodles is the name of those that children's playground equipment? That like if one child like sits on one end, the other end goes up, and vice versa. Do you know what I mean? Or if like you push off and one of them goes up and one of them goes down, they're called Whoopsie Doodles. Did you know that? All right. So our quarter cup of rainbow sprinkles. Actually, I'm just going to put it in here to start with so they kind of get already mixed up a little bit. And then these are going to go in the mixer. The pies is all the satisfaction of crossing something off a list and funfetti cookies at the end of it. Win-win. Exactly. Also, Arcadia says, I understand that reference. I don't think that's Leonardo DiCaprio. But fine, whatever. Arcadia says, yes, success is a state of mind. Okay, so Arcadia gets it. Awesome. I'm glad I'm not alone. Grog says, what do you do with sprinkles? Bake them. And what do you bake apart from sprinkles? More sprinkles. What are you talking about? Oh. Regis can confirm in the UK they are called whoopsie doodles. You see? An actual UKer to confirm. Is that enough sprinkles? No, it is not. I'm going to put more sprinkles. Hold on a second. We are also going to roll these in sprinkles because you want sprinkles throughout, right? But you also want to be able to see sprinkles, additional sprinkles. Some random geeks, yeah, Monty Python and the Holy Grail reference. Of course you would know that. Of course you would. But do the sprinkles weigh the same as a duck? Is this the unladen swallow thing? By the way, Monty Python is fighting again. They do this with some regularity and they're fighting again. They are angry at each other for money reasons. Because that's usually what happens when people's relationships go bad. It's usually as a result of money. All right. Cool. So there's that. Honestly, I need to go back and clip that for Lyra, just because because I told them that I do that, and they were tickled, and so I'm gonna have to like actually go back and clip it. All right. Okay. There. Lyra, who has literally never ever been in my stream, I don't think. But I do quote them with some regularity. All right. So, I'm going to get like this bowl here. And also because John Cleese has become a bit of a prat. It's more I mean, yes, but also it's more complicated than that. We might use these up. We'll start with those and then we'll see what we have left. I'm going to get a tiny little cookie scoop. Not a tiny little cookie scoop, but like not a tiny one, but like not an enormous one either. I'm going to try not to make cookies the size of my head today. Ordinarily, when I want these cookies, I want them to be the size of my head. But today we're not going to do that. Today we're opting for more cookies in order to be able to amply share them with others rather than cookies the size of my head. Although technically, actually, it's usually cookies the size of my palm. Like usually I want a cookie that's like that big, but I'm going to try to make cookies that are like this big today. Some of the pythons are dicks though. That is true. You are correct about that. Turtle says sometimes relationships go bad as a result of at least one party being an asshole. No money involved. That's true. But also in this case, there's money involved. Right. So I'm just going to put those like that. And we're going to just scoop them out like this. I couldn't actually tell you why I'm getting Monty Python news in my various feeds, but I am, and it's probably your people's fault. I have an idea. Wait, I have a genius idea. I'm a genius! Instead of walking back and forth, why don't I bring the cookie trays over here? Genius! Turtle says, source, have had relationships with various kinds of assholes. That is true. I have also had relationships with various kinds of assholes. And at least the two most recent times that I have ceased having relationship, there was no fighting about money involved, actually. But when it comes to like long-standing business partnerships and or marriages, for example, money, typically money. Or if not money, then money is also a factor. John Cleese is welcome to get in the bin. I don't have that emote. I don't think I have that emote. And also I can't really check because, no, wait, no, I do. I do have that emote. I do have it right now. I do. But I can't put it in there because I'm covered in cookie. Look how pretty they are. Oh wait, you can't see them. You can't see how pretty they are. They're so pretty. They're going to be so pretty. Jane. Hi, Jane. Hi. Hello. Oh, Jane reminded me, Jane popping in reminds me that there is another piece of news. I have another piece of news, another minor little tiny piece of news. Some random geeks the same with Ricky Gervais. He wasn't acting when he's casted as a prick. Ricky and John Cleese are just pricks. I have no investment in either of these people, so I don't care. I mean, I don't want to say I don't care. I'm sorry for those of you who are huge fans, but like I as I say, I have no investment in either of these people. But monetary or otherwise. Yes, Jane popping in reminds me to tell you that I did tease this in Discord. I'm basically a tease. I'm sorry, guys. I have a new emote coming. I took stock of the current stock, as it were, of emotes and noticed a notable hole in more ways than one. And so I commissioned an artist to draw me a thing, as one does when one is not oneself an artist. And that should be ready very, very soon. So, woohoo. Jane says, I think I know what the thing is. How do you know what the thing is? There's no way you could possibly know what the thing is. There's no way. How could you know? The only person who's seen it, well, okay, no, that's actually kind of a lie. Okay, so the only people who've seen it are me and the artist, and also Grog, and also I sent it to Des. For no reason other than I was like, who will celebrate this with me? And I was like, oh yeah, Des will celebrate this with me. I'm sending it to Des. Prashit says, oh my god, is it a puppy? No, we have puppy emotes. We have a whole puppy. We have a puppy in a shark costume. We have a puppy who says hi. We have a puppy licking a donut. I also have a puppy licking a cupcake that I haven't used in a while, because that emote, the Chester licking a donut emote, was originally a Chester licking a cupcake emote. And it was supposed to indicate like yum. And instead now it indicates Chester is a horrible monster of a dog for licking my donut. Arcadia says Nish Kumar's and James Acaster's reactions to Ricky Gervais's special should be taught in all schools. I don't know who any of these people are either. I believe I'm missing some cultural context, but I also trust Arcadia's recommendation vis-a-vis things that some random geek should watch. So if you haven't seen it, go searching for that, because that sounds like something you probably would enjoy. Turtle says, but do we have enough puppy emotes? I don't think we do. I disagree. Yes, until Chester licked a donut IRL. It is not dog slander. He did. It's on camera. I can prove it. I made angry faces for like 5 minutes after it happened. The clip doesn't have a the clip rotation isn't a rotation. It's random. It picks from all the clips in existence and randomly chooses ones to show. I just have a lot of clips. I've been at this for almost 2 years. Rashid says, rendering that donut uneatable by any civilized person. Agreed. No civilized person should eat a donut that a dog licked. Grog says, Arcadia, we have receipts, or in this case, a clip. We do have a clip, yes. Dirtle says, as Chester's lair, I must insist that you don't refer to my client as monster. I refer to your client as the little furry monster that lives in our house on the regular. Opting out says, I've not seen that, but knowing those two, I'd have no doubt. I don't know who those two are. Okay, now I'm going to need to Google this myself, but I can't because I'm covered in cookie. If you have a link, will you put it in Discord? Actually, I don't know if Arcadia is in my Discord. I have no idea. I've lost track of who's in Discord and who isn't. Not that I ever was keeping track exactly. Okay, Jane says, I am yet again swamped as hell. We're starting the worst 3 to 4 weeks of the year. That is okay. I am glad to see you here in chat, and thank you for checking in, but please don't feel like you need to actually pay attention or anything, because work comes first. And even more than that, your relatively stress-free, at least as stress-free as possible existence comes first. Also, I definitely missed reading out something you said, because you said you were gonna not guess but keep it in your head, and so I'm very curious as to what that is. Very, very curious. Very curious to see what Jane thinks Jane knows. Arcadia says, I think you'll find that Chester licked his donut, as he is legally entitled to do. No, that donut had nutmeg in it, and nutmeg is literally poisonous to dogs. So no, it was not Chester's donut, and you are completely and utterly incorrect. I have just a few more cookies that I can scoop here. I think I'm just gonna rearrange ? I'm just gonna rearrange those trays, because there's only two left. Let me just pour a few more sprinkles into this bowl here. Perfect. Boop, boop, boop. Some of these are more amply sprinkled than others, but that's okay. It will get the job done. I mean, how many sprinkles do we really need on a Funfetti cookie anyway? All right. Dun, 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 dun. Amaze. Let me wash my hands. I'll be right back. Honestly, the Venus de Milo looks like she went on a bender and is slumped against an alley wall. I guess that's what happens when you make her out of gummy candy. Grog says he answers to that name just as readily as any of his other names, and as far as the stuffed dragons around here are concerned, he is a monster. Also, apparently, Arcadia is Dirtle's new paralegal. Dirtle says, oh my god, Lee, if nutmeg is poisonous to dogs, why did you put it in Chester's donut? It's not Chester's donut, it's my donut. This case is moving from civil to criminal. I guess it is, yeah. Grog says it's also what happens when you hang around Dionysus too much. You guys can't see. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm going to turn off the chat box, because look. This is like absolutely nothing I can say here is not going to get me in trouble. This is like James Dean in an alleyway over here in lime gummy candy. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm going to use up these sprinkles by putting them in, by putting the bottom end of these cookies in the sprinkles, because I don't want to waste them. They're really cute. These are like Palm Springs sprinkles. Which, of course, is kind of a funny thing to say when the vast majority of my chat is not American and has probably never heard of Palm Springs or would know what the significance of that is. Okay. Brigitte says, why don't you put her out of her misery and nibble her head off? I think I would use a knife, because I don't think I want to eat the whole thing. Crocs is off with their head. Yeah, I think I'd use a little tiny guillotine. Is Palm Springs like the Alamo? Exactly, Dirtle. Jane says, I'm happy to hang out here while I do work here. It's great. I like here. Well, good, because we like you. Or at least I like you. I can't speak for anyone else, except that also I'm pretty sure everyone else likes you too. Toxie, hi, how are you? We're putting cookies in the oven. I'm doing it now. I'm doing it right now. This is happening. This is a thing that I am doing. Cookies in the oven. Amazing. And we're not even 2 hours into stream. Look at me go. Bake for 11 minutes. All right. Let's set a timer. Here's the thing. Actually, hold on a second. I think I can bake these all at the same time. I just have to be careful with the cast iron pots that live in the bottom of the oven. The only reason the cast iron pots live in the bottom of the oven is, well, never mind. It's really the only place there's space for them. And honestly, I don't think they do anything bad to the oven. So there we go. We're going to have to like probably flip those around, but it'll be okay. Grog says more like a retirement home pretending to be a city. Do you remember Mrs. Lillian? Mrs. Lillian lives in Palm Springs. My highest aspiration in life is to be a Palm Springs matron. So you should just get used to it because we're moving there. Except that it's like 125 degrees in the shade in the summer and you would hate that. But in my dreams, it's not. And I live there. And I host cocktail parties for a living. Or something. I'm really good. I'm really good. We've as usual, chat has ranged all over today. But we did get the cookies in the oven, so go us. Durdle says, so more like the Donner Party, as in soon they'll all be dead. Yes, Grog, I know it's too hot there, yes. So basically, Mom says you basically want to live in 1955, maybe 1965? Post-Beatles, I think. Also, Chef John, thank you for the hydrate. By the way, I bought a wok. I bought it on Amazon. Because we went to our local H Mart. And H Mart only had aluminum ones. And so I had to order one off Amazon to get a steel one with a nice domed metal lid. I tried to do exactly what you said. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Opting out is also mosquitoes that will fly away with Chester. It's too dry for mosquitoes. Palm Springs is in California. You might be thinking of Key West. Toxie says 65, a few more women's rights. Not many, but a few more. There you go. Also a good reason. Grog says I've been to Palm Springs once for a conference. It was 115/46 in the shade. Never again. 46 in the shade? How is that even possible? Toxie says, oh my god, I love H Mart. I also love H Mart. Toxie says we had one in my old town and not one near me now. We have so many close to us, and actually it's one of the closer grocery stores to us. We're so lucky. Their produce is so amazing. Also, I took pictures of Poppin' Cookin'. Do you guys know what Poppin' Cookin' is? Fishingworth, hi. Oh my god, hi. You know what, Leah? You're cool. Thank you. Out of nowhere. How are you? It's good to see you. Yeah, it's too hot. Okay, opting out says I missed the beginning of the conversation. I was thinking of Palm Springs, Florida. There's a Palm Springs, Florida. Also, I'm really good, Fishingworth. How are you? Mom says I tried to scroll up and read what happened while I was working, but I can't read it. Did someone redeem Grog with Grog? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know where all my redemptions are. No, only a hydrate, just a hydrate. All right, Durdle starts packing to go to Wales. Wait, we're approving of Brigitte's motion. All right, the motion carried, I guess. Whatever Brigitte wants, Brigitte gets. Pies is 115 degrees is around, 46 degrees Celsius. Got it. Grog is good. Grog is translating for people who don't use freedom units. Perfect. Okay, so Toxie says my goal is to move to the UK at some point. Yeah. I mean, it's not Palm Springs, okay, but like there's also some good things about it. Arcadia says they borrow it occasionally, like once or twice a year. Oh, Grog says, do they have the sun in Wales? I don't remember. Right. Yes. Fishing Where says I'm hungry, but I just got home with €1. Heck yeah, that sounds amazing. So somebody wanted to make me make donor, but I don't want to do that because do you know how they do that? They cut the cooked meat off of the uncooked meat while it's spinning, and I think I would poison myself, and that sounds like a terrible idea. I know Mom has redeemed Grog with Grog. Okay, fantastic. Well, we can definitely do that. Is it gonna be gone in a second? Yeah, I bet. Something else is there is north of Miami. They have a Walmart. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean the one in California, out in the middle of the desert. Quantum High. Leah, you're really beautiful today. No, you're really beautiful today. I was respectfully ogling your abs. I mean, your character's abs earlier. We played Fortnite together. It's not nearly as weird as it sounds. Doxy says, everyone's welcome to visit. Amazing. I want to have a little farm cottage near the woods and have guest cottages that are connected by a lazy river. This sounds ideal. If I come and cook for everyone, can I live there too? And Grog is very handsome. Oh, and it's good. Oh, I'm really glad it's good. Durdles is cutting cooked meat off the uncooked meat while it's spinning. Is that what they do in donor parties? Jesus Christ. Brigitte says I've made my own chicken shawarma, whatever. It was cooked fine. Quantum says yes, because I have no abs. I have a dad bod. Opti says if you want desert living, you should consider Slab City. What the hell is a Slab City? I'm afraid to ask. Mom says your grandparents loved Palm Springs because of the dry heat, but now there are so many golf courses and swimming pools, it's not dry heat anymore. Seriously? Toxie says you can absolutely come live. We can have a communal buttery and bakehouse. Can I use my mixer to make the butter? Because I don't really want to do it by hand. Grog says in preparation for Grog with Grog. Wikipedia says, Fascianola is a typically red-colored fruit-flavored passion fruit and others syrup that was frequently used in tropical drinks during the 1930s, but is now a relatively unusual ingredient. Or in our case, Louisiana strawberries. And what he means by Louisiana is Louisiana. It's true. Oh my gosh, that's wild. Arcadia says I've seen some donor shops cook the shaved donor on the grill top to crisp it up, which would surely mean it was cooked through. That's probably how they do it. It still sounds terrifying to me. Toxie says, of course, we will be modern while still like medieval. Modern, but still like medieval sounds terrific. Let's just do it. We will keep our women's rights and our dentistry and otherwise live in the Middle Ages. Grog says we haven't been to Donor Bistro in ages. That needs to change. Grog, that's because it closed. It's no longer there. It doesn't exist. I'm sorry, darling. I did tell you. We talked about maybe going, but then we didn't. It was like in, I don't know, last fall sometime. The landlord decided to redevelop the shopping center, and they weren't going to be able to move, and the rent had gone up, and it's just... Turtle said, by the way, when I first heard an English speaker say donor, I had no idea. I know it's not donor, it's like Durner or something. But I can't say it that way. It looks like donor, so it's donor. Doxy says, no plagues or bad teeth or death while giving birth, but you may cosplay as much as you want. Fabulous. Corsets for everybody. Comfortable corsets. Arcadia says most places here don't, but I think when they have this size of skewer they have, the cooked layer is always thick enough to do it safely. I believe you. I just don't want to do it myself. Dirtle says because you guys pronounce it. Yes. At least we don't say dunner. Although, actually, now that I've just heard myself say that, that might be closer. Opting out to Slab City is an abandoned military base in Southern California that is inhabited year-round by various people in a series of intermingling experiments in anarchy and visited seasonally by a bunch of RV types. Really? Dirtle, that doesn't help me. I don't know what the two little dots mean. In terms of how to pronounce it, you're going to have to like say it for me and record it or something. Toxie says corsets are a must for the boobies. I wear them all the time. I want to wear them all the time. I agree. I think that would probably be better. Arcadia says, yeah, same. It's one of those things I don't know how well it'll scale to a home kitchen. Yes. Yeah, back support too, right? That's true. I have a leather corset. And then I have one that's green and black. I think I only have the two. One of them is kind of more of a traditional kind of like boning and all that. And the other one is just like leather. Yeah, English doesn't do umlaut. Exactly. Turtle says, by the way, your first pronunciation of Durner, did I say it right? Okay. Was nearly perfect, only ruined by your shyness and fear of messing it up. That is my biggest stumbling block when it comes to language. You are correct. Arcadia says, most Brits say Donner, but Durner is more accurately pronounced Donor. That looks like doe. Like it's like a deer. Doe, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Hi, Sunny. Thanks for the raid. I had already started the sentence, I swear. How are you? It's really good to see you. Thank you for the raid. Can I grab a shout out for Sunny while I check these cookies? I'm going to need to ring them because they are out of control. Sunny, Salty, hi. How are you guys? How was stream? What did you do? You guys, if you don't know Sunny, Sunny is a variety streamer, does some art and some sewing. And oh yeah, Sunny's the person to talk to if we want to do medieval cosplay, because Sunny could probably make us all corsets. But what were you, and also plays games, obviously. I mean, not that everyone on Twitch plays games, but a lot of people on Twitch play games. In addition to doing whatever all else they do, because we're all very interesting and creative people with myriad interests. Okay. Opting out says there's a million videos online. I'll maybe try to find one later, but the flavor of those produced by the year-long residents differ from the sort of either lifestyle porn or scary people videos made by outsiders. They're better, more nuanced, what you would expect. So most videos on the topic are meh. So you'd have to go to some effort to find a thing. Corsets for our medieval cosplay commune, Sunny, is what you can make. And you played Mass Effect. Ow. I just burned myself. That sucked. Sorry. That was probably a sprinkle. Oops. Toxie says we're making our medieval cosplays for my farm. I'm going to make in the UK. Come. Yeah, exactly. See? That will work. That will be great. Corey can help too. Okay, this one is almost done, actually. So I'm going to put this one on the bottom and this one on the top. And the one in the middle was the least baked, so that one can just stay there. Okay, so let's do like 3 more minutes, maybe? Also, Grog, whenever you're ready, you can come in and do whatever you were going to do. I have a classic baker's burn on my arm now. This is absolutely classic. I burned it right here. I don't think you can tell, but that's like exactly the places, like burns up and down your forearms. Classic baker burns. Also, hi, Shin. Hi, hello. Sunny says, okay, basically I dress as a hobbit in real life, so I can do that. Yeah, you see? Sunny says, I've made a bodice, but TBH, a corset isn't too different construction-wise, just fitting-wise. Yeah, exactly. Sunny says, I just realized my captions decided to take the audio from my capture card and not my microphone. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Right. So, I introduced Sunny. We did have a raid. Hi, I'm Leah. I'm Leah Fireheart. Nice to meet you. If you don't know me, I do a lot of cooking here on this channel. Today we're making, funfetti cookies and turkey burgers and potatoes, but we haven't gotten to those yet. And we're about, I know. Grog is tapping me on my hip. And we're about to do a cocktail with my husband, Grognard Gourmand, who is, husband and moderator and bartender, while I go and, put some ice on this, because actually that really heckin' hurts. Sunny says my brother has a big burn on his wrist. I had perpetual burns on my forearms when I worked in the restaurant. Dirtle says I couldn't find a suitable recording of their correct pronunciation, but basically what you want to do is say donor, but instead of the O sound, you try to do an E sound, like an elephant, while keeping your lips round. Dinner. Did I get it? All right. Grog is doing Chester's food, but I'm going to go ahead and switch the mics over so that he can make us a cocktail. I don't know what he's going to make. Let's find out. Did that work? I hope that worked. Yeah, it looks like it worked. Excellent. So, yes, Grog's going to make a cocktail. I will be right back, and we will see you in just 2 minutes.
There we go.
Is there an ice pack in there?
I don't know. Alright. 1. Go. Grenadine. You are not fashionola. Okay. Important safety tip. Grenadine is based off of pomegranate. Fashionola is not. If you want the proper drink, you have to have the proper syrup. Bada bing. Alright, and glasses. Here we are. Something just beeped.
Yeah, I know.
Gas.
It didn't leave the continent, just the kitchen.
Alright.
Perfect. Yeah, those are perfect. These are too squishy. These are also.
I'm waiting for Leah to get out of the way so I can get at the
Don't touch those. Those are
ice.
hot. Oh, I should probably also grab my phone so I can read chat.
Alright. Can we do this? I think we're finally ready to do this. Alright. So, good evening everyone. As was previously stated, I am Grognard Gourmand. I will be making your drink tonight, and tonight we are making what is claimed to be a classic hurricane. A drink based out of New Orleans. Now, for those of you who have been to New Orleans, if you go up and down the French Quarter, there will be various places that will sell you basically alcohol-spiked Slurpees, which they claim are hurricanes. They lie. Those are not hurricanes. They are, as I stated, alcohol-spiked slushies. We are going to make a real hurricane. And a real hurricane will have a hell of a lot more alcohol than the alcohol-spiked slushy. First off, I'm actually going to do a little bit of substitution here since I don't have any clear rum, but the gold Jamaican rum will do just fine. I assume you want one too, right?
Yes.
Good. So 2 ounces of rum for each of us, followed up by 3/4 of an ounce, or in this case, 1.5 ounces of lime juice. And followed lastly by the Fasciola. For those of you who are following chat, basically 10 minutes or 29 pages ago, I gave the quick Wikipedia definition of Fasciola. Now, hashtag not sponsored, we use Cocktail and Sons Fasciola, which is a local to New Orleans tiki and other various and sundry accoutrements for alcoholic cocktails. Their definition: Fasciola is a classic tiki syrup made with Louisiana strawberries, pineapple, mango, passion fruit, and hibiscus flowers combined for an exotic tropical fruit syrup. And we will be doing a 3/4 of an ounce, or for 2, 1.5 ounces. And those are the ingredients for a classic hurricane. Alright. We got the ingredients. We got the ice. We got the each. Is syrup really expensive or something? I mean, you can get, like, just flavored syrup in grocery stores, but, it's typically like high fructose corn syrup and just like artificial flavorings. But, if you go to like, handcrafted places, you can get stuff like this, and yeah, it is definitely more expensive. Yeah. Anytime the Red Cross or whoever is raising money because of hurricanes, they say,
What?
opting out caught me out with a bad joke.
You have to read it anyway. That's part of the deal.
I'm going to start to read your guys' notes. All right. More expensive, more delicious. That's not... I mean, that's true up to a certain point, but in this case, it is definitely true. Let's see. What did I... Well, Albus, what did I walk in on? You walked in on my making hurricanes for me and Leah. And they are made. Red Cross making money for help and not actually giving to those who need it. That's news to me.
It's not news to me.
Ah. Well, yet one more unfortunate thing in the world then. Alright. Everything that needs to go back in cold places has been sent. A genuine hurricane. Salut. Yep, it's going back up. It looks wonderful. It tastes wonderful. It's not a complex one, but it's good. Really good. Should go really well with the turkey burgers, too. Mom, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because there are people in chat who...
Slancha.
I thought it was slanche.
Slancha.
Slancha. Okay.
I don't think there are any Gaelic speakers in chat. I could be wrong.
Anyways, are you ready for your drink, or are you still on break?
No, I'm good, except now I have a dog in my lap.
Do you want me to extract him?
I mean, you might have to. Wait, I'm going to take a picture for Discord, because it's pretty funny.
Let me know when you're done taking the picture.
I sit down on the couch and immediately I have a dog.
Pineapple pizza juice.
I'm sorry, what?
Thank you for following Pineapple Pizza Juice. Well, I don't know about the juice part, but the pineapple pizza, I'm definitely with you on. No, that's not the most popular opinion around here, unfortunately.
I believe it or not, like, I feel like actually my problem with pineapple pizza isn't the pineapple. My problem with pineapple pizza is the tomato sauce. If you give me something else, if you give me like,
but you know,
if you give me like
the pineapple, the ham, the tomato, it works.
I don't like the tomato sauce. I also don't know about pineapple and cheese. Could we just have like ham and pineapple on flatbread? Could we have pineapple and ham? Can we have pineapple and ham flatbread with no cheese and no tomato sauce? Because that actually sounds like completely lit. Hi, also hi, hello, hi. Pineapple and jalapeno? We could put jalapeno on it. That would be good too. Delicious. Thank you, Grog. Okay, so first of all, we have cookies. Look at the cookies. Okay, so they ended up being the size of my palm anyway. I think I might actually. So here's the thing. I've gotten kind of picky in my old age. I think I actually might rewrite this recipe. Because here's the thing. I love my chocolate chip cookie recipe. My chocolate chip cookie recipe is so freaking good. I think I might rewrite the chocolate chip cookie recipe next time I do this to be a Funfetti cookie recipe. Because these spread too much. Like, I mean, they're still going to be nice and chewy and they're still going to be really good. But like, oops. Okay, now they're just going to fall apart. They're not set enough. But I like them thick. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me change my mic back before I forget. No Jim here to yell at me and remind me. Okay. Pineapple on Alfredo pizza with prosciutto. I like the way you think. Alfredo is problematic for Grog, but a pizza in general is problematic for Grog, which is why I think actually pineapple ham. I love the idea of jalapeno on it, but pineapple ham jalapeno flatbread sounds like complete fire. I love it. And bacon. Add bacon. Al, what is not made better with bacon? Al, you're a genius. Bacon. Durdle says I can't speak for anyone else, but whenever I explain how to pronounce words, I mean to encourage and share, not to correct and reprimand. I don't want anyone to be intimidated to the point of not saying words. Oh, Durdle, I didn't think that. I would never think that. Hello, thank you for the follow. No, I would never think that. And you know, and it's funny though, you do a little bit, I guess, have to be careful of like who you approach with that kind of feedback, because like for me, I mean obviously I'm horribly self-conscious about my pronunciation of non-English words, right? Because I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to it's actually not about exposing my ignorance, because I'm actually perfectly happy with being ignorant so that people can unignorant me. unignorant me. Educate me so people can educate me. But some people don't like to be corrected, and that's okay. That's okay. But you and I feel like we have enough of a rapport that you would understand that about me, and I didn't think you were reprimanding me at all. So we're all good. Mom says, Jordal, I like to know, we had a Swiss foreign exchange student living with us who tried very hard to try to teach us to say Alplermagronen. Never were able to do it to her satisfaction. Okay, so I didn't actually live with this exchange student, but we have spoken about her in this channel before. Jane says pepperoni, pineapple, and jalapeno is good. Interesting. People are very adventurous with their pineapple on pizza. Opting out says I almost always include pineapple on pizza if I'm using squirrel. I blacken the squirrel, and then the acid against that is just yum or rabbit, wild, but generally not against venison, etc. I love rabbit. I've never had wild rabbit though. I've only had, I think, domesticated rabbit. Pie says one of my favorite pizzas is thin crust with pineapple and jalapeno. I'm with you, Grog. Some random geek says, and with barbecue sauce instead of red sauce. Genius. I love it. I'm a 100. Wait, hold on. Abby had me get this stuff. Okay, Abby was talking about this stuff. So Abby and I have the same grocery store chain. Okay, so Abby and I live like really far apart, but we have the same grocery store chain. And Abby had me get this Wango Tango Habanero barbecue sauce by Dinosaur Barbecue Sauce. I mostly usually only put it on dinosaur nuggies because obviously dinosaur nuggies need dinosaur barbecue sauce. But it would be really good with that. That's a good call. Al assumed that Dirtle is a monster. Dirtle is monstrously funny. Grog says one of my favorite pizzas is ground sausage, barbecue sauce, and chopped cashews. What? How? I have never heard you say this. Brigitte says chicken pizza with sweet corn bell peppers and barbecue sauce. We could probably also get Grog behind that. Opting out says, no. Education is now no more. Department of Unignorating. Unignoranting. Yes, please. Two Girls One Game says yes to pineapple on pizza. Also, hello and welcome to here. Nice to meet you. Your name looks familiar and I don't know why that is, but hi. Sunny says my fave pizza is 4 cheeses, bacon, and honey. Interesting. I would love okay, so I think like blue cheese and honey. In fact, I love lots of cheeses with honey, but like blue cheese with honey, holy heck. Dirtle says also, did she try to teach you how to make Alplermagronen? Probably easier than learning how to say it. What is this? You're going to make me Google this? I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be able to say it. Also, I think we might have an ad incoming. Yeah, we do. So hold on a second. Boop-de-doop. Swiss Alpine macaroni and cheese. Swiss mac and cheese with potatoes, topped with caramelized onions and crispy bacon. Hey, Grog, do you have like somewhere you need to go? Like, do you need to go take a trip somewhere? Could you take a trip somewhere so that I can make this? That sounds amazing! Also, making macaroni and cheese is easy. Red onions, chicken barbecue sauce and red onion. Yes. Pie says goat cheese with honey is also awesome. That is true. Mom says she made it for us. Toxie says someone I know gets a lemon pizza. Thin slices of lemon with white sauce. Oh, that's interesting. Dirtle says ignoranting sounds like the perfect description of the average tweet. Okay, Dirtle, you're not wrong. Grog says we know what Leah's making next. We thought she was saying Alpler macaroni. I mean, it is. It is essentially Alpler macaroni. Toxie says, y'all have seen the Norway hot dogs? No, but we made Brazilian hot dogs on the channel one time last year. Oh, we made it for 4th of July. I was feeling salty, and so we made Brazilian hot dogs instead of American ones for 4th of July. Grog says, I suppose I could go see Dad. I mean, actually, that's a great idea. I mean, I was joking. You don't have to leave, but you should actually go see your dad. Houses will take 3 pounds. Absolutely, 3 pounds. Doxy says hot dog wrapped in bacon, topped with prawn mayo, pickles, cucumbers, and crispy onions. I'd eat it. Fuck me up. I will absolutely not do that, but I will make you that hot dog. Opting out says yes, which is why unignoranting is even more important. Yes. Leah's mom says, until today, when I looked it up to put it in chat, I did not understand what the word was. If I had seen it spelled, I would have had a better chance to pronounce it correctly. Oh, that's probably true. Prawn mayo sounds British. It does sound British. Okay. So, however, for those of you who are new here, you may not know that what we do is we take a 3-minute break once an hour. We show our ads that Twitch makes us have anyway without, we don't have any choice. So either you get it when you come into the chat for the first time, or we take ad breaks, or you have to reload or whatever. So we just go ahead and do it every hour for 3 minutes. Those of you who are subscribed will see something. Those of you who are not subscribed will see probably 3 minutes of ads, but maybe not. So if you will stick close, you won't miss anything. And then we will be back to make turkey burgers and Dijon potatoes. And I'm really excited about it. I'll be back in a second. Zorig Schnatzlitz. Zorig Schnatzlitz. What is that? What is that? Okay. Chester is dreaming of Alpler Magronen, Döner, Zorig Schnatzlitz, and other dishes with umlauts. Apparently, Chester is dreaming of getting belly rubs and also of drinking a hurricane in Palm Springs. I love you guys so much. Fishing Horse's macaroni is incredibly overrated. What do you use for macaroni and cheese? I use macaroni. I feel like I'm betrayed. Okay, Grog says Alpler Magronen. I'm getting really good at saying this. I don't know if that's right. Is a dish from the Alpine regions of Switzerland consisting of... How many regions of Switzerland are there that aren't Alpine? Consisting of pasta, potatoes, cream cheese, and onions. This sounds like actually Grog Nightmare, but it sounds so good. The name is made up of Alpler as a designation for the Alpine herder and Magronen, which was taken as a loanword from the Italian word macaroni. Spatzel, too. I have spatzel. In fact, Dirtle, set the menu and tell me what to do with my spatzel. I have a big packet of it, and I love it, but I don't know what to do with it that doesn't involve cheese and cream. Actually, I do have a recipe. I have a German recipe for it. But we can talk about maybe Swiss recipes too. Dirtle says, we do use macaroni for Alpler Magronen usually. Oh, farfalle. Okay, or farfalle, I guess probably is how you say it in Italian. Interesting. Why? What's the logic there? Okay, we're not eating macaroni today. We're not eating anything, actually, like that. We're eating Dijon potatoes. So I have here, they wanted me to make 3 pounds of potatoes. 3 pounds of potatoes sounded like a lot of potatoes to me. So I'm not making 3 pounds of potatoes. I'm making 1.5 pounds of potatoes. So for those of you who really like potatoes, I'm sorry. Okay, why can I not open this thing? Here we go. I need the potatoes to come out of this package. Thank you very much. Also, these potatoes are dirty, so hold on a second. I actually probably should have done some dishes on the break, but I didn't. Sunny says I had spatzel the other day. It was good. Okay, so here's my sole and only experience of spatzel. It was not something I made. It was, in fact, where's my vegetable brush? Here it is. Oh, I can't use that. All right. Well, that's okay. We'll use our fingies. There's a French restaurant in DuPont Circle. So in Washington, D.C., there is a, historically gay neighborhood that has tremendous restaurants, as you might imagine, and also a really good art museum. But the restaurant used to, and they don't anymore, it's been off their menu for probably a decade, used to make rabbit in cream sauce with spatzel. And holy heck, it was like the best thing in the history of ever. And I dream about it. Much like Chester with a belly rub. All right, that's clean. Let's see. Toxie says, Lurk, hanging out listening. Can I send you a DM later? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Feel free. Go right ahead. My DMs are always, my Discord DMs, I should specify, are always open to people I know. If you want to Twitch DM me during a stream, ask a moderator because A, I won't see it, and B, historically, my Twitch whispers are a trash fire after a stream, so we don't talk about those things. But yeah, absolutely. Feel free to send me a DM. Right. The one thing I did on the break was I did preheat the oven. So we do have that. Liner rimmed sheet pan with parchment paper. Parchment paper? Interesting. Okay. Well, sure. Why not? I've never made this before, but we are making Dijon potatoes. Dijon roasted potatoes. So we are making potatoes today. They just won't involve macaronin of any sort. All right. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in my oven with... I think I'm actually going to quarter these with olive oil and Dijon mustard. Yeah, I don't know. I pinned this recipe a while ago. And I think I put it on a schedule at one point and then just didn't make it. So, Turtle says, do you have access to any decent kind of bratwurst? Bratwurst goes well with Spatzel. I do, because we have, believe it or not, a full-on German grocery store where I don't know how to describe this without sounding like horribly prejudicial. Such German owners that I would not doubt the authenticity of their bratwurst. Let me put it that way. Anthony, hi. I could go for some potatoes. You know what's so funny? I hardly ever think of potatoes when I think of like, what kind of thing should we make to go with this? And so, yeah, but I like potatoes. Mostly I eat like potato salad, which I think is kind of interesting. I like potato salad. But yeah, I don't usually think to roast them except like at breakfast, which is honestly tragic. And Grok says, we also have a top-notch butcher. You're right. Brigitte says, hey, Anthony, I hope you like mustard. Hey, Anthony, wait, did you play today? I know Shinji played today. I know Shinji played with Watchdog and Sastry, but I don't know if Shinji played with you too. I was lurking in the stream, but I was busy with other things, so I don't know. I don't know what happened. 3 tablespoons of garlic-infused olive oil. Well, we can't do that. So, what are we going to do instead? We are going to do... No. We're going to roast the garlic cloves with the potatoes. Quantum says, you're really pretty, Leah. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye, Quantum. See you tomorrow. Bye. Grog says it's very German. It is, yeah. Yeah, it is. It's not the custom typically in American grocery stores for the proprietors to yell at you quite so much. We got yelled at a lot. It was really weird. And not like directly at us, just kind of more general yelling. It was a unique experience. I would definitely go back because the things we bought there were really good. But yeah, we got yelled at a lot, which was weird. Anthony says I did not. I did play one round on my own though. I got a win. Holy heck, Anthony! Congratulations. Good job. Wait, how did what do you remember what happened? Do you remember how you got your final kill? Actually, I don't really want to do that. I don't want to smash them. I'm just going to cut the bottoms off. We had one win today too. We got a win. Me and Dez and our friend Jim and Brigitte's friend David got a win today. Dez smashed the last guy with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing while I shot him in the face with my shotgun. So that was good. I'm not entirely sure who got the final kill, but that was a good win. It was a very intense match, so the win felt good. Fishing words. Yeah, salute to General yelling. Yes, it was interesting. Jane loves potatoes. Brigitte's potatoes are a love language. Are potatoes a love language? Interesting. I do like to cook for people a lot. That might be my love language. Which I guess is technically acts of service, but here's the thing. I've actually taken the love language thing, right? Grog and I had to do it as part of our marriage prep. And actually, my love language is physical touch, which is really interesting because for the most part, like if I don't like you, don't fucking touch me. Do you know what I mean? Like that's a real thing. Sorry, I'm trying to get this done. Okay, wait, hold on a second. Brigitte is speaking German, apparently. Anthony got lucky and the last person was killed in the storm. Hey, that's the way to do it. All wins are good wins. Durdle says, okay, so Spatzel with bratwurst and red cabbage. That sounds so good. I love cabbage. Some Random Geek says, I got 1 crown win last night. Heck yeah. Solo, 19 crown wins, 14 solo wins, 30th this season. Congratulations. Just 7 kills. I mean, I know your context is different, but 7 kills is a lot of kills for most people, especially in solos. You're doing terrific. Good job. That was probably after I went to bed. Did you play it on stream or was that after? Oh, wait, no. Did I watch? I've lost all track of days. Did I watch you Sunday? I might have watched you Sunday. What are days? What is time? Time is not real. Nothing is real. Everything is madness. Okay. Fishing Worth says no, potatoes are a starch. Oh, yeah, potatoes are not a love language. Potatoes are a starch. Yes. Turtle says if those Germans are as German as Leah says, their yelling might just be normal conversation. Really? I had a feeling. So the degree of yelling definitely felt cultural to me. And so it was fine. It was just unexpected. Jane says I'm a physical touch married to an acts of service. Really? I won't share what Grog's is because that seems too personal, but I do know. Yeah, no, but see, here's the weird thing, right? So here's the weird thing. I didn't realize this until I worked in a restaurant. I didn't realize the degree to which cooking food for people or accepting food from people for me is not an act of service. It is a physical touch. Especially when I worked at the barbecue restaurant, because I was the only baker and really most of the time the only woman. There was one other, the salad prep person and one of our prep cooks were women. But for the most part, it was just me and a bunch of dudes most of the time. And so I would get these like lovely warm greetings full of like hugs and I mean, not just hugs, like epic hugs, like really epic hugs. And then, of course, they would like be making lunch for themselves or whatever. And their schedules were slightly different from mine. Like the rhythms of their day were different from mine. And so sometimes like I would be winding up for the day. For example, like I was going to be done at like 3:00, only they would just be coming off the lunch shift. And so they would like make their lunch and my like whatever. And like I would have some kind of snack or something earlier in the day, but like I would finally be like focused on like, okay, I'm hungry, it's time to eat now. And then like a plate would appear in front of me of something, whatever it was that they'd concocted for themselves that day. And I was like, this is the best thing ever. This is like a hug for my tummy. It was my favorite thing about working in the restaurant. Some random geek didn't stream Fork Knife last night. Okay. Well, you and I still have to play. Grog says time is an illusion, lunchtime doubly so. Wait, Dirtle says something about I made it myself. Wait, what? Hold on a second. My earbud's falling out. I'm a disaster. This is a mess. Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna read that in a German accent. No. Now I'm coughing because I'm laughing too hard. Some random geek says I got that reference. Should I just lay it down and put it back over my head? Yes. No. I mean, no. Wait, no. Doodle says, look, one time I went to the kitchen to get water. Well, my then girlfriend was already in bed. In the kitchen, I ran across my brother, who I live with, and we had a short conversation to coordinate our weekend activities. Since we grew up in Chile, I speak Spanish with my brothers. When I came back to my room, my then girlfriend was looking at me wide-eyed and full of worries, asking me if I'd just had a fight with my brother. I love it. All right, in a large bowl, measure and add the olive oil, Dijon, and kosher salt. Whisk. Combine. All right. 3 tablespoons of garlic infused olive oil, which we don't have. So I just threw 5 cloves of garlic in with the potatoes. It'll be fine. We will infuse our olive oil in the oven and then mash up our garlic or something. I don't know what yet. We will make it sufficiently garlicky, I promise. 2, 3 tablespoons of olive oil. 2.5 tablespoons of country style Dijon mustard. We're going to use the Dijon mustard we have, which I don't know what that is. Let's find out. Whole grain mustard. That could maybe work. Do we have something else? I'm just poking around in here, looking to see. I just dropped applesauce on the floor. Oh, there's regular Dijon mustard. I have a strong suspicion that they don't necessarily mean precisely either one of these things. So I'm going to use a mix of them. Journey, hi. Journey says, I thought I heard your voice in my headphones. I was AFK until now. You probably came in on Sunny's raid, I would guess. Also, hi, and welcome to here. It's really good to see you. If one of my mods is available to give a shout out to Sunny, that would be perfect. Geek says, I had a joke in the chat earlier. You can repost it. If I missed it, you can repost it. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of whole grain. And then I'm going to put half a tablespoon of just regular Dijon because I like the flavor of it. No, we gave Sunny a shout out already, but that's fine. You can give Sunny another shout out. No, I meant for Churney. So Churney is the host of the convention that I'm doing this weekend. And you should definitely follow them so that you will get a notification when opening ceremonies goes live. This is going to be so much fun, you guys. I can't wait. So excited. There's con badges. There's merch. It's amazing. Wait, what? Interesting. I somehow enabled some kind of a clip player that I don't know anything about. We're going to have to look into that. Okay, some random geek says I had some bad German sausage before. It was the worst. Wait, so hopefully somebody pushed the pun button, but we're going to push it again. Churney also plays a variety of games and does a fair amount of co-working content. So that is another good reason to follow Churney. Turtle says, technically I'm not from Chile at all, but I lived in Santiago when I was there. The fire hearts are all well, thank you. Chester is fed and asleep. He is. There is a picture in my Discord of Chester asleep in my lap because I went back and sat on the, I said Sunny. That's not what I meant. Yeah, no, I meant Churney. Sorry. I'm deep in streamer brain. I'm aware of the fact that we're not going to eat until 9 o'clock if I continue to talk and not cook. So there's a teaspoon of kosher salt. Ugh. I just dropped it on the floor. I don't have a tablespoon of chopped fresh parsley, so we're just going to have to live without the parsley. And then whisk it together. Nice. Corey, hi. Ahoy. Corey now has keys for 2 stores and also noodles. Pool noodles or actual noodles? Corey says no brain only stream. Fair. Sunny says I'm glad to see my German is still good enough to understand all of this. I just scanned past it. I just didn't have time to parse it. I'll take another shout out. Yeah, why not? And Brigitte, thank you for the shout out for Corey. Corey was last seen playing Makers and Crafting because they sewed a tush room bag. Thank you to Brigitte for that moniker. Grog says you have keys to noodles. The keys and the nudes are unrelated. Noodle key. You guys are the worst. Can you take anything seriously? Anything? One small thing? Corey says, technically I have the keys. No, the new, wait. Okay, that one I can't figure out. I'm sorry. You finished it. You're using the purse today. I know. I saw. I did. I saw you finish it. I wasn't speaking at the time, but I was there. Okay. To a large bowl, measure, add in the olive oil, add in the potatoes and onions, toss to coat, spread the potatoes and onions even on the sheet pan, roast in the middle of your preheated oven, 30 to 35 minutes, roast the pan. Do not stir or flip. All right. Onions. Potatoes. In the bowl. I really should have done this earlier. This is so easy. We might want that. Corey says, no, never. It's not in my nature to take anything seriously. Corey, I think the fact that you have the keys to 2 different stores at this point would maybe perhaps belie that statement. Also, when you got that job, I told you that they were going to love you. I mean, in fairness, you knew they were going to love you. Of course they were going to love you. But, like, this is just, like, more evidence of the fact that, of course, you were going to be amazing at this. And they were immediately going to recruit you to, like, ever more opportunity and responsibility. Probably without actually getting paid for it because retail. But yes, you are amazing. And I'm glad that others are able to see that as well. I have mustard all over my hands. I'll be right back. Kara says clouds. I take clouds seriously. Thank you for that pun, Grog. Kara, welcome back. So glad to have you. Didn't miss you at all. Corey says I knew they would, but anxiety brain is always mean. I understand. I do understand that. I do. I totally understand that. But you know what? You are absolutely wonderful, incredibly competent, a delight to be around. Which, by the way, follow Corey. And anyone should be way more grateful to have you than your last employer was. I'm just saying. Uh, Corey says, okay, if they know what's good for them, they need me more and I need them. Yeah. Agreed. And I'm panicking at getting compliments. Good. Panic. Wait. I read a terrible joke. Wait, what was the terrible joke? I'm going to put these in the oven. Well, I think about the terrible joke. The terrible joke was something about emo kids, and the punchline was panicking at the disco. And I laughed really hard and then promptly forgot where I saw it. I mean, I'm sure I saw it on Instagram. I'm not a TikTok person. But like it was really good. It was really funny. Leah missed your other pun. Sigh. I'm sorry. Sometimes chat scrolls too fast for me. And also, I'm very much concentrating on getting our food in the oven. So, speaking of food in the oven, I have one more project to do, which is making these turkey burgers. So, give me a second. Oh, I should probably rotate it halfway through. Okay, so let's set this for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. And put the turkey burgers up here. And get an egg. So here, I actually amended this recipe a little bit. These are the turkey burgers I always make when I make turkey burgers. However, I don't like the fact that it doesn't have the original recipe didn't have you put panko breadcrumbs in it, which I think it needs. So we're going to have that. I need garlic cloves, which I put away like a silly goose. So 1, 2 garlic cloves. Corey says, was it a joke about paper? Because that is terrible. Yes, Grog says Hungy Mod. Yes, Hungy Mod. Hungy Mod who worked all day and now has to work for me. Poor Grog. Grog works for me on the weekends too. Poor Grog. Brigitte says Berkey Turgers. Borky Turgers for Chester. Some random geek says I work Saturdays a lot. I also work Saturdays a lot. But Grog also works Monday through Friday. And also, some random geek, you don't work for me. Which, thank goodness for that. I mean, not that I'm a bad boss. Actually, I think when I had employees, I was a pretty good boss. I mean, insofar as a boss can be good. I only made one employee cry ever, which I think is actually quite an accomplishment. And also, she got over it. And we got to be really good friends. And she's, like, been to our house and stuff now. And this was years ago. This was decades ago at this point. And also, I didn't mean to make her cry. It wasn't like I did it on purpose. Jane's to sign me up for the Hungy Mod Club. I absolutely will. Incidentally, I'm sorry that work is so busy. Is there anything that I can do? Like, can we do treat stream for Hungry Janes? Right, so this is like 2 garlic cloves that I'm chopping up here. The last time I did this, I didn't put garlic in it, so this is going to be an experiment. I don't know why my throat is so tickly today, you guys. I drank a ton of water earlier. And I've had a bunch of water during stream, too. Maybe not a bunch, but, you know, more than I usually do, so I guess W. By the way, Fortnite words like W and bro have crept into my vocabulary, and I'm kind of distressed by it. Rashid says, I don't think I've made employees cry, not for real at least, but that's another story. Rashid, I would assume that you have never made an employee cry. You're lovely. I can be a little intense, in case you hadn't noticed. Jane says, I'm shoveling leftovers in my face right now. I got Sarah therapy at 6. Yes, shovel the leftovers. Excellent. Corey says, only for good, happy reasons. No, this was not for a good, happy reason. I literally made someone cry. Jane says, it's all good. I requested a week off for no reason in May. Heck yeah. Yeah, we love weeks off for no reason. Good job. Corey says store 2 is in Woodbridge, but I can't go to IKEA for free of Leah Rage. There's no Leah Rage. You just require supervision. So I have to come with you. So you just have to let me know when you're going there and when you are in danger of going to IKEA by yourself, and I'll drive down and meet you, okay? Some random geek says, shall we key this team? I did today. In fact, that was how we got our win. I said, we gotta push this team. We gotta push them. We gotta do it now. And luckily I went in and luckily Des was right behind me, because otherwise I would have been absolutely eviscerated. Opting out says, my friend said bruh in a message the other day, so I unfriended her. I mean, I'm distressed by it, but also I think it's rather amusing. I mean, I'm actually way more amused by cheeks creeping into my vocabulary than I am by bro, but it's fine. Rashid says, famously not intense, Rashid. You are, just not the same way. Corey says, like, camping intense. No, that is a thing that Leah doesn't do. Durdle has redeemed two truths and a lie. Durdle, are we doing 2 truths about Durdle and a lie, or are we doing... Okay, it's already in here. Okay. Durdle says, during my time in the army... Does Switzerland have compulsory military service? I guess they must. I guess they do. Yeah. They do, don't they? Interesting. Okay. 1, I was routinely given the keys to our company's ammo depot. 2, I was regularly given the keys and coordinates to a secret bunker. Or 3, I was often given the keys to a military jeep. Ammo, secret bunker, or military jeep. Yes, they gave me a Swiss Army knife and everything. I remember you talking about this. I do. I remember you talking about this. That's phenomenal. I love that so much. I am not going to posit which one I think is correct. I am going to wait for y'all to guess, which you can do in a poll very soon. I opened the fridge to get the worst Chester sauce. That's right. And so you guys can vote in the poll, and then I will guess, and then Durdle will tell us which one is the right answer. Spoons work better if you hold them spoon side up. If you pour them over the back of the spoon, that would work, but it wouldn't measure quite as well. In fact, I think I've actually seen a picture of this Swiss Army knife. Han, can you put worst Chester sauce on the grocery list, please? So there's that. Those are all of our seasonings, I think. Garlic, chopped fresh parsley, which I don't have. Panko breadcrumbs, which I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much. Last time I did this, I just kind of did it by eye. So this time we're actually going to measure it. That seems right for salt. And we will amend the recipe if we think it needs more. Okay. There is a poll in the chat, and the poll says Durdle did not have the keys to the 1, ammo, 2, secret bunker, or 3, jeep. Corey says need an emote of the worst Chester bottle. Oh my god, you're so right. Hold on. You are so right. That is so funny. That's like super funny. I'm adding it to the list. I have a list started for Peach. I just ordered one emote this time. So Corey, we do have a new emote coming. But I did not black pepper, olive oil, which I don't need to put in there, and then the ground turkey, which is disgusting. Ground turkey is disgusting. Also, not defrosted. That's good. All right. We're going to put it in the microwave and hope it doesn't cook itself. Corey says, beep, beep, who's got the keys to the Jeep? Brigitte says, wait, we can stack this pole. Wait, you can? You're not supposed to be able to stack this pole. Did you not make this one? Did Grog make this one? Actually, it's devoid of puns. Grog must have made this one. Or wait, maybe Jane made this one. I don't know. I don't know who made this poll. Who made this poll? Wait, technically all of my mods are here. Technically, Des is here too. This is like not defrosted. What the hell? This has been like, I put it in the fridge this morning and then it's been out since the start of stream. What the hell? All right. Well, this is disgusting. I don't like this. I'm just gonna, Gross. Jane didn't do it. Jane is on mobile. Brigitte was halfway through making it. Corey says it definitely wasn't me. Corey's not my mod, but Corey, you could be if you wanted to be. I trust you. Also, I've been meaning to ask, do you need another mod? You don't have to answer in chat, but send me a DM. Blue! Hi! Hi, Blue, hi! I can't hydrate because my hands are covered in raw turkey, but I will. Hi! Vote in the poll! Dirtle did not have the keys to the ammo, the secret bunker, or the Jeep. We don't know. Let's guess. You guys, Little Blue Mazzotti is one of the most delightful people I know. Just absolutely warm, generous, a terrific great gamer, absolutely obsessed with BioWare games, as one should be. And an integral member of Spectre Status Gaming, which is an inclusive gaming community. They have a delightful Discord full of wonderful people, and you should definitely like follow their like hashtags and stuff because some of the nicest people on Twitch are there. So, there you go. Sunny misread this as forehead kiss somewhere. Also, because my stream is borked, so stream is frozen, but chat is still going. Oh no! Are you on mobile too? That happens to me on mobile sometimes. I don't use mobile a lot for watching streams, but I do use mobile a lot for chatting. And one of the things that that I have noticed is that it does freeze quite a bit. Usually when I'm like watching streams like late at night is when I notice it, because that's the only time when I really like look at the actual stream on my phone is when I'm watching Fortnite streams before bed. I'm gonna wash my hands, and then we're gonna put some panko breadcrumbs in these turkey burgers. Corey says, look, I shouldn't be given as much power as I do have. All right, the poll has ended, and chat has agreed that Dirtle did not have the keys to the Jeep. I would, believe it or not, agree that Dirtle did not have the keys to a Jeep. I don't know why that is, but I would definitely give Dirtle keys to a secret bunker, and you can't really do anything with ammo besides, like, you know, unless you, like, have a gun, right? So, ammo, sure, why not? However, I wouldn't trust Dirtle with Jeep keys either, so I wouldn't blame them if they didn't give Dirtle the keys to the keys to the G's to the keep. Oh my goodness, the keys to the Jeep. So Dirtle, tell us. Kara agrees. Dirtle, tell us. What did you not have the keys to? Yeah, fess up. Grog says it's much easier for me to throw croissants at Santa on mobile than on the laptop. Why is that? Don't buy bits on your phone. They charge you a premium. Durdle says, well, you see, I don't drive, but I did have what in the US would be the rank of corporal, so I was often given a Jeep so that my group's driver could drive us around. Oh no! I was wrong! Dang it all to heck. I didn't know that you don't drive, though. Although that's very common in Europe, I know. It's much more common in Europe than it is here. I mean, why would you need to drive? You guys have actual amazing public transportation that you guys think is terrible, but that Americans think is miraculous. All right, I'm going to stack these. Chester, did you steal a cookie? Did Chester steal a cookie? Grog says yes, he totally did. Grog, did you steal a cookie? I'm surrounded by treat thieves. Thieves! You know Durdle's still here, right? You're gonna get in trouble for blaming the dog if the dog didn't do it. I'm moving the cookies over here. Durdle has a physical form confirmed. Kara says, were you though? Someone else drove, and that's no. I mean, I'm gonna accept that one as a technicality. All right, so Durdle said I did have to go and open up secret bunkers so that we could set up all the communications because that's what we were trained to do. You did have keys to secret bunkers. I knew you would have the keys to the secret bunkers. I was right. I'm just gonna say I was right. I know, and Grog is hungry. All right, fine, fair. I need a skillet. Skillet. And 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Is that right? 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Okay. That I also had, like, Worcestershire sauce in, but it's fine. Yeah. Blue gets me. Unauthorized treating. But he says he was hungry. It's fine. I don't know when that timer went off. I have to flip the pan around. We'll just do it now. It'll be fine. All right. Turtle says, but the ammo was a matter of safety and only given out by our staff sergeant or higher. Anthony says, someone distract her. I want one. You know what's funny about that, Anthony? The person who distracted me was my mother. Grog came in and stole a cookie when I was distracted by my mother. Fishingworth says you need to draw up a treatise. Draw up a treatise for what? Corey says no ammo keys though, damn. Yeah. Brigitte says the secret bunkers where they keep all the gold and Milka chocolate. Is Milka chocolate Swiss? I thought Toblerone was Swiss. Cara says at least the thought process that no one would trust Turtle to drive is flawless. Yeah, that's true. Turtle says Grog is stipulated in the contract. My client Chester Arthur III of Chester. How did you even remember that Chester Arthur? And I appreciate you not putting our last name in there, but that Chester Arthur is actually Chester, and his middle name is Arthur, and he's a third. How did you remember that? Of Chestington will take the blame for digestive wins, but not for stolen cookies. Sarah, hi. Sarah says I certainly wasn't paying attention to your timer. What were you paying attention to then, Sarah? Hi, how are you? Were you at work today? It's good to see you. Grog says Chester has stolen cookies in the past. He has. Yes, you're 3,000 miles away. I know, but you redeemed Grog with Grog, which gave him access to my kitchen when I wasn't paying attention. Corey says, okay, back to fixing his store now. Love you all. Bye. Bye, Corey. Good luck. I hope it all works out. Send me a DM or something. I haven't talked to you in forever. A treat treatise. Exactly. A treat treatise. Precisely. Work, yes. Paying attention to Des. I see. Okay. Well, that's as it should be. Right. Here are our turkey burgers. I have the olive oil here. Hey, Fishingworth, maybe you know. I vastly prefer stainless steel pans, right? So these ones are, I think these ones were, I think they might have been KitchenAid. Don't quote me. We got them at Macy's. They were on our wedding registry. It's fine. But like over time, the like rubber grippy handles have like started to fail, right? We don't put them in the dishwasher or anything. It's just that it just degraded. And anyway, I'm in the market for some new stainless steel pans. Do you have opinions? Actually, Sarah, you are welcome to also give opinions. We're going to be specific about who can have opinions on my pans. Sarah says she has to show me all the things she was doing today. Oh, did she show you her, like, her W snipe? She sniped the heck out of somebody today, and she made a clip of it. It was really good. I hope you got to see it. All right, Sarah says, I love mine. Let me go look. Wait, what? No, not that. Scrapbook, game, dinner. Good. Yeah, excellent. Oh, Fishingworth uses copper and cast iron, so I don't know. Okay, so I love that. I love that for you. I have cast iron. I have a cast iron frying pan. I have a cast iron grill pan. They're terrific. I also have an enamel Dutch oven, which I guess is also technically cast iron, but it's like got an enamel coating on the center. That is too high maintenance for daily cooking for me. I only use them on special occasions. Mom says Farberware. I have pieces that were on my wedding registry that still heat evenly. Yes, but Mom, Farberware is not the same anymore. It's not the same. It's not the same as when you were married. I actually told Grog that when I was telling Grog that we eventually needed new pans. Because they're not the same. I don't even think they're made here anymore. You can have mine. I can't have yours. You have to cook. You still have to eat. All right, so Dirtle says, bonus story. One time we had to go set up one of said secret bunkers, and we stopped by the nearby village to buy snacks and stuff at the local store. The store owner casually asked us, oh, are you guys staying at the bunker up in the woods? And we were all like, yes, but shh, it's a secret. It's a secret bunker. You could cook for me. I can't cook for you. I can't cook for you from 3,000 miles away. I mean, that's kind of like the whole shtick, right? I wouldn't have a cooking show on the internet if I didn't have smoking olive oil. It's not smoking yet, but it was gonna. I could tell by how it smelled. That's good, right? All right, so turkey burgers. Turkey burgers. 1, 2, 3. Look, I don't know what the cheer was about. I'm excited, though. I am legit excited for turkey burgers. We just had these last week, and I wanted them again. All right, so we need 5 minutes on the timer. And then I need buns. Hopefully we have buns. Do we have buns? It's actually a really good question. I don't think I've thought to check that. Did we check that? Grog, do you know where buns are? Well, that's kind of a problem. I have smoked pork andouille sausage. We have buns. We have 2. Precisely, count them, 2 buns. All right, Sarah probably posted a link. Can you send that to Grog, Sarah? So that he can post it for us. Fishing versus the only steel pan I have in my kitchen is my wok. I also just ordered a steel wok. 5 minutes to ad break. Okay, we are going to go ahead and proceed with that ad break because we've got a few more minutes to get through. I don't think I have a mechanism for approving links. I think it's just like I have Twitch set up to just block links from anybody who isn't a VIP. So, Sarah, have your wife lurk for you so that you can redeem VIP. What am I doing? I'm going to Twitch. That's what I'm doing. Oh my god. Wait, okay, so you didn't send it on Twitch. You probably sent it on Discord, like a normal person. Like, who wouldn't just send it on Wait. It's in Discord. Is it in Discord? Wait, what the hell? I don't know. I don't know where it is. Okay. Ashwinder, hi. Hi, Pikachu. You could use turkey burgers right now. We have 4. So 1 for me, 1 for Grog, and 2 for you. Does that sound about right? Turtle says that wasn't smoke coming from the oil. That's steam. We're having steamed clams. Steamed clams. Steamed clams are delicious. Oh, and Grog sent me the link. Thank you. Turtle says, by the way, Sarah, I love that shortening your screen name left your screen name to be discussed. No, it's the Bone Daddy. Mom says also, if you like your stainless steel pans, there are handle covers that will work well until you find the perfect pans. They're okay. I mean, they do work. Like, they heat evenly and stuff, and I don't have any well, good question. The burners on our stove don't heat evenly. Wait, maybe it's the pans that don't heat evenly. So, for example, like this burner right here, right? Like this one right here heats more in these 3 quarters than in this quarter. So I have to kind of rotate stuff all the time to like switch things up, right? I don't know if that's a thing that's supposed to happen, but it's a thing that happens. Also, Snow, hi, how are you? It's really good to see you. How are things? Under mod chat. Okay, thank you. Durdle says, I will never not read it as Sarah to be discussed, Daddy. I just love the Bone Daddy so much. And yes, you can clip that if you want. Right. So, I am just waiting for turkey burgers to cook back here. I'm going to pull the potatoes out real soon. I have to heat up. I've got to toast our buns and then build our burgers. And then I think we're ready to eat. However, we do have an ad break incoming. And I don't want to just keep snoozing it because that's going to stress me out. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a little early ad break. If y'all are not subscribed, you may see some ads. If you are subscribed, you will see something else. And we will be right back. And Durdle is going to head out before the ad break. Predictable. It's very late for you. Thank you for coming to hang out. I love having you here. And I hope you sleep well. And have a good day tomorrow if I don't talk to you before Dez's stream at 1. Love you, Durdle. Good night. All right. Yes. Quick ad break. We'll be right back. We'll tie up dinner. We'll eat some foods. And yeah, that sounds good. I'll be right back. Also delicious. Could be wrong. I love my mods.
So I'm going to read you this poll, but I'm going to let you know that I'm doing it under duress. Beans belong on toast, under toast, around toast, adjacent to toast, or giraffe. How about on the other side of the universe from toast? How about that?
I'm gonna have to learn one of those Fortnite dances. I could probably Google it, right?
The other day, I had to turn up my sound again, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say this, and I'm sorry, anybody who's got your if you're at work and you have no headphones on, give me 5 seconds. When it's this sound, it's oh ho ho, there's fuckery afoot. Okay, so this is Dr. Andy saying the Johann line from, or whatever, I don't know, whatever. Using Johann voice to say this thing. And I wish I could get my ears to do that. Wait, maybe we could do it this way. Like, I could do it with my hair. Is that close enough?
Because one must eat one's multicolored marshmallow cream pop rock Oreos off a plate like a goddamn adult.
Actually used jam in one. And my understanding is that we have to thicken it up with a little bit of cornstarch. So we're going to look up how to do that. Excuse me while I talk to my phone. Oops. Des says, I feel like romancing a dragon is a free pass. Corey says, can't be any wackier than pretty guardian sailor kobold. You're going to have to explain.
Like, I'm gonna put Fall Guys into Twitch and see what I can find. I want to watch these. Byron calls them tumbling Tic Tacs, and it's super awkward. It's like out, like it's just the way it is. Like it's just these goofy little things, and they go, and they're like these bright neon colors and falling all over each other. The game is hilarious. That right there, that is my favorite genre of Leah clip. That is my favorite genre of things that you guys clip, which is Leah explains video games like she's an alien who just descended from some distant star. Who hasn't heard of Fall Guys? Like, why did I have to explain that? Anyway, whatever. Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready, Sarah. I'm ready. I'm ready. Sarah has a new TBD. Sarah is the boner donor. No, wait, no. You're, wait, how do I make an umlaut on the O? Can somebody make an umlaut on it? Hold on a second. Actually, it'll be easier if I do this here, because I use this on the thing all the time. There you go, Sarah. There's your bonk. I hope you're happy. All right, this frickin' bun is stuck together. Okay, there. Now, we have potatoes and turkey burgers. And hold on a second. I need a fork to test these potatoes. Hold on, let me move that because it's just in the way. All right. Fork. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. These are done. Excellent. Okay, so let me just turn that off and put it on broil. Is this still hot? No. At least not by Leah standards. It's not hot. So let's toast that. Let's set the timer for 2 minutes so that we don't burn them. Let's pull these off the heat. Make sure that they're done. 165 is what we're looking for, by the way.
Oh, yay, boner pit.
So those are great. Intolerance. Oh my gosh, so good to see you. How have you been, friend? I haven't seen you in forever. In my defense, I have been getting up very late, so I'm probably just missing you. Oh, also time zone. Time zones. You're in Australia, and this is the time of year when that critical hour is too early or too late. Oh, and you've been busy. Okay, well that's also true too. I have a friend who lives in Australia, and it's funny because 6 months of the year our streams overlap. The other 6 months of the year they don't, and so there you go. Okay, so it's 11:19 a.m. and I've been super fucking busy with first responder stuff. I'm really sorry to hear that. That seems like the kind of thing that's not great to be busy about. Like that seems like the kind of thing that's like actually kind of heckin' dangerous. But it's really, really good to see you. I'm so glad you decided to pop in, and I'm sorry you've been busy. It is funny, though, how friends on the other side of the world can occasionally disappear for 6 months out of the year, and you're like, wait a second, I haven't seen that person in a while. Maybe they don't like me anymore, but that's not it. Actually, I didn't even think that. All right, so no, considering we just had a storm, it was like a tornado that ripped through where I live. Oh my God, that's so serious. I won't ask if everything is okay, but are you okay? and house and everything all okay? Loved ones okay? Yeah, I'm really sorry that you've been busy with actual freaking disasters. But it's really good to see you. Let's not burn my arm again for the second time in one stream. I burned myself earlier. Do you see? Can you see this? I actually have to get closer to the camera probably because it's like really pale. I'm pale. Do you see where I burned myself earlier? Like a heckin' dummy. I burned myself earlier. But that's what happens when you are a baker. You occasionally burn yourself. It's fine. I'm just going to stick this back in the oven because I don't know where to put it. Okay, so plates. Okay, I'm fine, just drained. Lots and lots of time on trucks doing cleanup. I've never seen anything like it. Well, I hope that you are able to get a rest and to take care of yourself, as well as you have been taking care of others. And that your immediate future brings some respite from work that is that busy and stressful. I'm glad to hear that you're doing your best. That is all we can do. All right. I'm actually gonna put roasted pepper bruschetta on mine. Do you want mayo on yours? Yeah. Only mayo? Okay. I'm gonna do both on mine. And spinach. Okay. It's not spicy. You don't have to have it. I'm just telling you it's not spicy. Normally I would do something fancier with the mayo, but I don't have time. So, mayo from the jar. It is. And then I'm gonna get, I think actually like a fork is probably the best way to do this. This is just a product that my grocery store makes that I've actually found to be pretty handy for stuff like this. Actually, I'll just use that as my fork. It'll be fine. So Intolerance is very glad to make it to the stream, though. It feels like forever since I saw you. I do see you lurking in other streams, though. I do. So Intolerance and I have some mutual friends. namely Lil Blue Mazzotti and Pam Talloon. So I think usually Pam, it has been live all night, our time. Oh, and either I have been raided in there like late at night when I'm asleep, or I wake up and I'm still having my coffee. and so like I'm sitting there watching Pam play, like I think right now it's Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'm like, oh, there's Pam. Pam's playing Aloy. Pam sounds happy. That's good. But that's pretty much as much sense as I can make before coffee. So if it's there, that would be why I am lurking. That is a good game, though. Horizon Zero Dawn. By the way, I own it. I'm never going to play it on stream, though. Not ever. I'm way too insecure. I made it through the tutorial and then was like, okay, that game's stressful. I will play it on my own time at some point in the future. So yeah. Right. And there goes Pam. Nap time. Yes, exactly. So these are our Dijon roasted potatoes. From a recipe that I randomly found on the internet. I'm just gonna put a little bit on your plate, hon, and you can decide if you want more. So we made turkey burger, Dijon roasted potatoes, which I guess you guys can't really like see that well. There you go. Now you can actually see them. They look terrific, actually. Might stream today. Wait, you? Ooh, cool. I hope so. Because I have not been in one of your streams in forever. And then also these ridiculous Funfetti cookies. Do you see? They're Palm Springs Funfetti cookies. Obviously not with like Funfetti cake mix or anything. We made them from scratch. And Grog has already had one. So Grog, are they good? All right, he likes them. So snack after turkey burger. Exactly. Precisely. All right, we are ready to eat though. So let's go ahead and ring the dinner bell. I had to hold that thing at arm's distance from my mic or I like deafen everybody. Okay, let me grab fork for Grog and I will be right back. Do you want me to turn the lights on? All right, let's taste this. I hope these are good. Des asks, is it good? Yes, it is good. However, I think they need more acid. So I'm just going to spritz them, with malt vinegar. I think that probably highly depends on the mustard you're using, but I want mine a little bit more acidic than this. Perfect. Yeah, so I would look for a mustard that has a higher acid content, or throw some vinegar in it. Because without the malt vinegar, it's good. It's fine. With it, it's fire. I love it. Dreadwolf, hello. How are you? Good to see you. I don't see the post box for this to be delivered. I don't think I should mail a turkey burger. Burgers are such a challenge when you're wearing a mic. Mm-hmm. I think it's the worst Chester sauce that make these so good. I just love this recipe. I do think it does need, and it was about 2 tablespoons of panko breadcrumbs because it's very, very wet. When you put an egg in there, it just ends up feeling really wet. And I don't think that's a good thing. It just needs a little bit of something to soak up the wet. So, little bit of panko breadcrumbs, nothing too outrageous. 2 tablespoons in 4 burgers is hardly intense. We're not talking about like mostly filler crab cakes here, but I really like that. I think that's good. Both of these things are amazing. Some random geek loves Worcestershire sauce. I also love Worcestershire sauce. By the way, this is Worcestershire sauce for anyone who does not hang out here habitually. But there is in fact, Worcestershire sauce in it. Also, I really like it better with the parsley in it, but I didn't have any today. So it's okay. But when you look at the recipe online, which by the way, command recipe in chat always brings up the recipe. It's also on the website, so you can just bookmark in the Fire Kitchen and that'll just bring you there for anything that we do. Searchable, all that, no problem. Basically just a blog, but without all the blather. It's just recipes. And so it does call for 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley. Last time I did have parsley, and I do like that because it kind of adds like a freshness to it. But sometimes we don't have those things, so we're just cooking with the time, tools, energy, and ingredients that we have. So amazing. Dreadwolf says TikTok told me it's wash your sister sauce. I'm not gonna comment on that. I'm gonna find someone to raid. No. I'm actually going to go eat my, oh, wait, cookie. Let's try a cookie. Let's try a cookie on camera. The edges are crunchy. The center is chewy, making it basically the perfect cookie. Right. So I am going to sit down and enjoy these. However, before we head out, let me just throw some shout outs out. First of all, Grognard Gourmand, thank you, darling, for my drink and for doing the dishes and for walking and feeding the dog and moderating the stream. I appreciate you so much. I love you. And sorry about all this. This is what happens when I bake and cook in the same stream. Whoops. Kaylee says, oh my god, that does sound perfect. Also, hello, I woke up for a nap just to see the finished product. Yay, naps. Also, hi, Kaylee. It's really good to see you. Some random geek should eat too. My stepmom gave me some udon. Udon is so good. Should we make udon? Because somebody was having chicken katsu udon the other day, and I was like, I want that. Should we do that? We should do that. We should put chili crisp on it. It's like a really thick, it's a very thick Japanese, I think it's wheat noodle. I think it's a wheat-based noodle. I don't think it's a rice noodle. Some random geek says this package udon from Costco. Hey, whatever works. But yeah, it's like it's not like ramen. It's not like super skinny noodles. It's like a thick, beefy noodle. A thick noodle made from wheat flour used in Japanese cuisine. There's a variety of ways it is prepared and served. In its simplest form, in a soup, as I'm not going to say that, Fukake udon. Do I have that right? With a mild broth called wow, can't pronounce that, made from dashi, soy sauce, and mirin. It is usually topped with thinly chopped scallions. Amazing. Yeah, thick wheat noodles. They're delicious. They're so good. They're like so satisfying, especially when it's cold. Chicken katsu udon. Maybe we'll do that next week. Also, thank you very much to Des Dabbles for moderating the stream. Des was last seen playing Fortnite because on Monday, Des beat one of the last remaining Dark Souls bosses and then was like, let's do something else. And so we played Fortnite on stream and I really had a good time. So I was really glad she did that because she played with me. Lucky me. But yes, definitely drop Des a follow. She will be live again tomorrow, Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern. I'm not entirely sure whether it's going to be Dark Souls or God of War Ragnarok. She's very close to finishing both of those games. And so that's always a good time over there. And then last but not least, our friend Byron Mask, aka Brigitte, who is shortly making her return to streaming. I think hopefully there has been a date teased, but we will see if that comes to pass. And she has lots of big and interesting plans, and I can't wait for you all to check her out when she goes live. Last but not least, thank you so much to Say My Jane for moderating the stream. Jane, I know you're probably off doing your thing, but doing your therapy thing, but I appreciate you so much and love having you around. So thank you. And then let's see. So the other things we have are a Discord. In Discord tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, we are going to be doing some co-questing. I have some things to get done for the convention coming up on Saturday. The MSV Con, I'm going to throw out a shout out to that again. The MSV Con, which is happening on Saturday, all day long on Saturday. I will be live about 1:45 p.m. We are going to talk about Stardew Valley and friendship. And so hopefully that will be fun for everyone. I just have a few little odds and ends to tie together, so I'll be working on that tomorrow in Discord at 10. And then hold on. I have a thing. Right. I also have other socials, Instagram, Threads, and there's the Discord link again, because why not? And if you want to follow me there, I'm sure there's not any pictures of today's meal being very beige, but maybe we'll take some pictures of the cookies at some point. So you can follow me there for mostly pictures of cookies, if I'm honest. Jordy says, I can't wait for your future presentation. Thank you. I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be fun. And thank you so much for organizing all of this. I can't even imagine the amount of work. I mean, I can imagine the amount of work. I used to be a professional event planner back in the day, so I know exactly how much work this is. And you and your staff are amazing. You're absolutely killing it, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to present. I think that's it. Let's see who is currently live. Scrolling. Actually. Okay. Dreadwolf says, I'm looking forward to the udon. I forgot what it was already, but the thick noodles. Thick noodles. That's udon. That's what it is. Yeah, so I think actually what we're going to do, while we have the opportunity, I'm going to just check real quick to see if he's like going offline. Oh no, he's already offline. No! Oh no. Okay. There was somebody that I was going to raid, but he's just... Our streams almost overlap, like exactly. And so he's usually finishing up just about the same time I am. And I almost never get to raid. It makes me so sad. But he raided out already. Ooh, okay. Never mind. I know who he rated, and I'm gonna rate her too. Okay, so we have rated a date night in a few times. She is also making potatoes today. Right now she is playing Words on Stream, which I know you guys also like. And so yeah, she is making broccoli cheese twice baked potatoes and so much more. And playing Words on Stream. So let's go ahead and raid a date night in. It's been a while since we've gone and seen her, so let's go ahead and do that. Another absolutely lovely food and drink streamer with a terrific community. And highly recommend her as a follow. I think that's all we have left for today. I will be live again on Twitch on Thursday. We do have a very special stream planned Thursday. I'm going to be making Mongolian beef based on a recipe that our friend Mountain Lassie sent us via a Set the Menu redeem. So we're going to make good on that on Thursday. And then I don't know what else, because I don't think it's going to take that long. So thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate you being here so much. Thank you for all of your energy and shenanigans and hilarious puns and love and support and support of each other. We are going to see you Thursday. If you have a chance, please do grab that raid message and drop it in a Date Night In's chat, and we will see you all again soon. Good night, guys.